live. This is 44 episode 47. How are you fucking guys doing? This is the main event of your week. And tonight we have as a guest fucking Nicholas Piziktakis.
What's up, everyone?
Yeah, how are you doing, man? We're doing great. And as you might have noticed by now, Claudio is not here. We fired him like so hard because he said the N-word on the podcast, and we cannot have that. No, I'm kidding.
We don't
Claudio.
Claudio is not. What's up with that, though?
No, guys, it's me. It's me, Claudio. Way!
No, it's Claudio doing a blackface.
Oh, that's it. I was hiding.
Oh,
I was hiding.
He's hiding. Hey! Bada bing, bada boom. No. What happened to Claudio is he has a bowel problem. He has a big stomach ache. We don't know at this time what it is. According to him,
Look at Casey. I love that.
Nah, okay.
God damn, it's what it is sometimes, man. It's what it is.
It is what it is, exactly. Yes, exactly. But yeah, he has a stomach problem. So according to that hypochondriac guy, that he might be dying. According to us, normal people, is just having some digestive problems. So there you go.
Yeah.
There it is. Jesserel, you know the drill. What is the time?
You want to know.
Tell us, please.
What's the time? How you doing, Jess? You
Captain's
good?
orders.
Yes,
Yes,
we have.
Thompson.
Who do we have here? We have Tom, we have Kezia,
Thompson.
we have Amity, and that's pretty much it. Yeah, I pretty much spoiled the fact that nobody's actually listening, so that's great.
Name random people.
We have a great start.
We are They're listening. We got listeners. That's the listeners.
4 people. That's good enough. All right.
That's great, man. That's great.
All you
People come in.
We go to 34. That's because we had
34 people in the audience. Everything's connected.
Yeah, it works.
Yep.
It's full circle.
Yep.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, is there a 5th person? Why'd you ruin it? Why'd you ruin it, 5th person?
Get out of here.
Get out of here.
I don't want to hear about you.
You're screwing the feng shui.
Yeah, Jesus Christ. You just ruined the only comedic stuff I was going on right now.
It's all good. Welcome to the chat. Welcome to the chat, 5th person. I don't know.
All right, so as Claudio might say while we're talking, and I'm going to interrupt to just say first, oh, hey, man.
It's all good. You can stay around.
No,
Stay.
Please, we love you so much. Stay.
If I was them, I'll be gone because that's fucking needy.
Me too.
All right, so yeah, what's happening right now? It's by the way, for those who are on YouTube, on Facebook, please switch to YouTube because you can check better who's watching and everything. And also, there's another problem. If you comment from Facebook, I won't see what it is, and that's going to fuck with me so hard. Because sometimes people say something funny, but I don't know who it is. So that doesn't work.
Just anonymous. It's like a ghost just messaged. We don't know who it's from.
And if you're not cringing that hard, please leave a like and subscribe to the channel. But I'm pretty sure everybody already subscribed. But just fucking subscribe. Don't ask questions. Subscribe. Just press the fucking button.
Log into your friend's account and subscribe from there.
Yeah, exactly.
I did that recently. I went to my boyfriend's YouTube and I subscribed to all my channels.
Exactly. Like you said. Hack your boyfriend account. Hack your boss account. Your teacher, the director of your old school. Everybody. Hack the whole neighborhood and subscribe to the channel.
Exactly, Steph. Or you could just take your your friend's social insurance number and just get another vaccine.
Yeah,
get it done. Try them all. Do a YouTube review of all the vaccines you're trying.
Yeah, that's it, man.
Yeah, go on, man.
Maybe that could be something that I could do on my own podcast.
Steal the SIM number from your granddad and steal his vaccine dose.
Yes, that's it. You're gonna die anyway, granddad. Get out of here.
Yeah, there you go. What do you expect to do with that 2 weeks that were left to you anyway?
That's like 1,000 followers, Grandpa. Think about it.
Yeah. All right. Our guest tonight, it is Nicholas Piziktakis.
What's up?
Yeah, thank you, man. It is the co-host of the Quick and Dirty, a new show in the 34 extended universe.
I came up, credit to me. I came up with that. I came up with that for the Discord. So thank you.
Yeah, I'll leave it to you because it's funny, but not that funny. So.
It is kind of funny. It's true.
Yeah. That what's happening. You're making fun of my handicap. You're so hard. Last person that tried that, all right, that cost him like $80,000. So think about it.
Oh my!
Tu as le droit à la dignité.
I have the right to dignity.
Indeed.
Son of a bitch.
It's just like the other guy that happened is slightly better looking than I am, but still. Don't fucking mock me, all right? That makes me sad. And,
You're saying Jeremy's better looking than you are?
Exactly.
Well, who's Ricardo, Joey?
Who's
Who's your friend,
Ricardo?
Ricardo.
Ricardo?
I don't know who it is. Please tell me. Explain to me the joke so I can get it all in and ridicule myself.
Maybe it's not a joke. It's just maybe this is a guy. He just it's
Yeah.
one of your buddies. It's one of your buddies.
Are you talking about the guy that buck fucked me like 2 weeks ago?
That's why you're in the wheelchair?
Yeah, maybe he was so powerful.
Just a son of a bitch, man.
Yeah.
God damn.
I think
You ride me so hard, I'm now walking like a cowboy.
Oh no!
Oh shit!
Oh, no.
Oh shit!
Jofo.
God,
All right,
Jofo.
Well, just for Jofo, I'm going to say it to you, all right? So get ready.
I'm here for waiting for Joe. Oh my god, that story again.
Nintendo. All right, so it's
Oh
done.
shit! Yeah. Oh shit! God damn.
Yay!
Oh shit!
the fucking tension you brought, Joey.
We're all like,
I love my new boy. My new guy's all like, all right. He was ready. He was ready to say something bad. He was like, that's my boy.
Christ.
Oh my goodness. The Jofo's in the house. Jofo
Yes.
episode 100.
Hi,
That was
Jofos.
awesome. It was a good time. It was a good
It
time.
was.
Yeah, I was like freaking with the Mike Ward. It was good. It was
Yeah,
good.
congrats for the 100th episode. Hey, by the way, we're getting really close to a really cool anniversary. You guys are not complete retard. You know that there's like 52 weeks in a year, yeah, right?
Of
Really?
course.
Oh, Jesus
Yes.
Christ. Okay, so we'll talk after the show. There's a couple of things I need to explain to you. But yeah, there's 52 weeks in a year,
Yeah.
usually.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So but here's the thing. We are at episode 47. So that means we're really, really close to a 1-year anniversary.
Yeah.
Fuck yeah.
Ooh, fucking A. What were we doing?
I don't know. Cake?
I don't know. We should think about it. Like,
Streamers? A
We'll get
surprise party.
We could
Oh,
get
we should-
Gabe's.
oh,
yeah, go on.
yeah, surprise
No, we
party,
could
why
get
not?
Gabe's do a gif of Claudio just blowing off everybody.
I thought you were going to say candles.
I'll provide the candles. It's okay.
Or candles, whatever, whichever. What are the two?
Whatever. Yeah.
Yeah,
Whatever.
We're still
whatever.
gonna be in that curfew crap, so it doesn't matter.
Oh god,
I'll provide the candles.
Gabe's in the house. He's already on it.
But honestly, I
Morgan
really think we
Freeman.
should do something special for the first anniversary, like something with the fans, like not guests, but actual fans that have been
Fans.
supporting us from the get go. Like
I'm
even like
down.
either podcaster like the Joe Foles, like that send us a lot of fucking viewers, and they have
Yeah.
been helping us out
Supporter.
since the get go. Yeah, since the
Yeah.
first episode when we kind of slightly less sucking than right now, but
Mhm.
still really impressive that he because I watched the old episode and I'm really impressed that he's stick with us after that fucking thing.
Yeah. Oh, they stuck with us for a long time. And thanks for not sending those guys the burning crosses again, Joe Foles. It's great.
Yeah.
It's good now. I have my own lighting. It's great.
But
It's good.
Tico Leak is Jewish, so that will mean he will stand a giant David Star on fire.
On fire? No, that's okay. That's okay. That's all right. Oh, George Lewis, what's up, man? What's going down? DJ Teeks, free
Hello.
Claudio. Free Claudio from his bowels? I don't know,
Yeah,
man.
there you go.
He's on.
Please.
He's in toilet
You want him
jail.
to break curfew?
Yeah.
He's in pain right now.
He's
That's
in
what
pain?
we all making fun of his pain, and We're
Well,
horrible
because-
person, but that's fine.
No.
Yeah, it's probably his cramp. Like he always like texts. He never like texts like, "Oh, what's the problem?" He'll just be like, "Oh my god, guys, I'm scared." It's like, "Oh,
I'm
for
not
fuck's
feeling
sakes,
well.
Yeah,
what
once
you do,
you
man?"
remember how he cried
Open
because he thought that.
interpretation at this point.
You guys remember he called us crying because he had like a little like thing going on
Lump
his
on his
throat?
thing?
Yeah, he
Yeah.
thought it was cancer.
Yeah, he just texted me early morning. I got cancer. I
Oh
just,
my
I just
God,
like
I
went to
remember
bed.
that.
I'm like, fuck.
Oh, that thing
I
is
just went to
fucking
bed. I'm like,
weird.
what the fuck? What are you a doctor now? You're a doctor? Like, what the fuck is this? Mel, it doesn't make any sense. It doesn't make any sense, man. I
The
wouldn't
guy
text
is
you.
like, this guy is a fucking character. Like,
He is.
Yeah.
honestly, yeah. Exactly.
I love him
He's
though.
like I don't know. He's like a diva, but from the 1700s. You know those
What?
fainting, like I think I'm sick or whatever. That's Claudio.
Oh, that's perfect. Claudio in a corset.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Gates,
I would not.
Gates.
I would
His
not want to
bros
see
are
that.
right.
Gates, usually I let you go with your creative genius, but right now, if you don't do anything with Claudio in a corset, I'm
We're questioning
disavowing
you.
you, man.
Oh shoot! Oh, freaking Gapes. Obviously, we do this off air, but I'll get you my Twitter. I'll get you my
There
Twitter.
you go.
Yeah, I'm fucking.
I got the papers.
Yeah, pretty much. That's it. I got
That's my boy right there. Okay, he's my new fan. I like this dude. This dude's awesome. This guy's wicked. But yes, Steph, he is a total diva.
Oh,
He's a
man.
total diva. He's a total
Yeah.
diva.
But not diva in a way that he asks for dumb shit like I want, like, I'll do something else.
I
Oh,
want like
fuck,
a
okay.
Starbucks like venti latte with like.
You don't
That
you don't
nice.
even know like how much you like got my expectation higher. So I hope it's gonna be like something that I'm gonna die inside laughing. Like a out of depression type of laughing. Like I'm expecting nothing less than that. And I
Yeah.
trust you to provide.
We want pain and suffering.
I don't want pain and
Yeah, what a
suffering anymore.
punchline. Oh man, so yeah, man. How was you guys' weeks, man? What's going down? How was your like you know? Are you guys doing anything? I'll tell you a wild story that happened to me if you want.
Jesus Christ, how many people
God.
there's in your head?
Yeah?
Yeah.
You ask two questions, you don't wait us to answer, and then you proceed to answer your own
I
question.
said if you don't do it, I got something lined up. But,
Oh, but
so
go
Let's
with
start with
something
them.
then.
Let's start with them. And
Oh,
then-
yeah,
of course,
sure,
we gotta
yeah,
start with them
yes,
first. I can't go first. It's the Nico and Mel show, man. We got
There you go.
going in.
Come on
It's-
now. It's the
Well-
mellows. It's the mellows.
Mellow
The mellow show.
It's the Mellow. Oh shit, you already have a
The
couple's
Mellow
name.
show.
All right, okay.
Well, yeah. So,
That we did not even pick, which is a weird name.
Okay,
but
all
I
right.
accepted. I accepted
no,
it.
that's true. We didn't pick that name.
Yep.
Yes.
You too. What's up?
I don't know. It seems like a hostage situation from Nick, man. I don't know what's going on,
Yes.
man. He's like, I
Well, no. It was a name that was picked by someone else, and for me, like I love it. It's such a serene name. Like we're the power couple that will bring such serenity to everyone because we're such a good example. Because we're there to liven people, to bring joy to people's lives. So thank you for that.
oh shit. I feel like some like weird territory and something's gonna happen. I'm scared. I have to kill you two.
Well, I'm pretty
You have
sure
to
they've
kill
banned for
them.
that
Are you
content.
okay?
Yes. Yes.
Peter,
Yes,
Peter. If you decide, no. If you decide to, I have my friend right
Sure you
here.
can, man.
okay.
Straight
All
up.
right. Okay. All right. You could bring him out.
The
But
hammer, really?
we're Team Iron Man. You can't kill me. You're Team Iron Man. We're that conservative party that you always wanted to join.
Yeah.
So wait,
Team
I
America.
thought that
America.
Captain Yolo, you liked Captain America.
Yeah.
Well,
Why do you have a
who
Thor
who
hammer?
who doesn't
He
want
does.
to have Thor's hammer and feel the power of a literal god? Come on.
That's- I
Yeah.
know.
More an alien.
I mean, the
Yeah.
shield
Bro,
is
he
right
has
over
the
there.
hammer. Yeah.
Hey, he's got the shield. He's got the.
of Captain America.
Peter
When I
needs
go
an
in his
adult. Oh,
house-
yeah, I
When I
confirm.
go in his house, it's like somewhere
Hey.
in the corner.
Damn it.
I'm like,
Wait, there's Peter throwing a promo on Kezia.
Peter,
Let's go,
he's
man.
an adult.
God damn. And Mel,
No one will
yeah.
fight. He brings the hammer out. Oh God, no.
Oh, just a quick
Uh,
question, you guys.
y'all
Since you're a
bring the
couple,
hammer. Oh,
I
no.
want to propose you something that's gonna bring you together closer. All right.
Oh,
Nothing like adopting a kid or a son is gonna bring your couple like together. And for that, I propose you to adopt my friend here, Peter Bowen.
Did you see me like on UNICEF commercials or something? Like, what the fuck happened?
He's so violent. He's so
Oh, the UNICEF.
No.
But I think Peter, you're already Gabe's dad, no?
What is happening right now?
In the comments, Gabe was like, "Peter's my dad."
What?
Kind of
But we have
incestuous
relatives we don't
family
know
are
about
we?
yet.
What do you think happens here,
But Peter's
Victoria?
not having sex with Gabe. It's not incestuous. I don't.
What? Why?
What are we talking about right now?
Because,
Like,
Someone in the comments at some point said Peter's my dad. I don't
What?
remember who it was. I
Somebody
think it was
said
Gabe.
Peter needs an
There's a lot
adult.
of things that say that, but I don't know. I don't know them.
All right, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. Let's move on.
Yeah.
Okay. Next
Okay.
topic.
Let's move
Next
on.
topic.
Let's move
So,
on.
Mel, who's your favorite superhero?
And if you don't say Captain America, Nick is gonna
Super-
leave you and then come back. He's gonna come
Yeah.
back. He'll come back.
Pretty sure that'd
Gonna
be
go
good for the
I'm
ratings.
gonna.
Pretty sure
my favorite
that'd be
super-
good for the ratings
It's
to
a-
see a
it's a
divorce with
toss-up.
Messi.
It's a toss up between.
It's a toss up. Like I have two.
Between-
Batman and Superman.
Oh shit.
Oh.
Do you see
all right.
Batman and Superman?
Oh.
So,
So, like-
she's a DC person. How do you feel about it, Captain Yolo?
Yeah.
to each his or her own. I mean,
He's not gonna stay with me. Like he can't live without. First of all, like if he leaves, chances are his mother is gonna smack him in the head when he's gonna like re-download like freaking Uber Eats and DoorDash and skip the dishes. That statement was already made when we were eating lunch together. No, he's not gonna leave me. It's okay. We settled
Okay.
that. Love you.
Okay. So,
All right.
so what we got out of there is Mel's favorite superhero
Baby.
Is
is a logo.
Batman?
Is Logo.
Is
Apparently.
Logo?
Yeah.
Do you
No.
think
No.
Logo is a mix between Batman and Superman?
How dare
If
you?
No.
yes, how?
no.
What? How?
No, how?
Because
dare you?
he's like, I'm closing the borders, and then he did. So
He
what
sounds-
the fuck did you do?
He sounds
What?
more like Red Skull right now, like being.
That's Jordan
very-
Peterson. That's Jordan Peterson now.
I have to say, if I could just say this, the way that Dr. Peterson reacted to that, he actually created his own Hail Lobster merch
Yes.
available on his store, and he's monetizing it, and all the money that he's raising is being donated to charities. So
That's
tough
my
on that,
boy.
Marvel.
Yeah.
That's my boy.
That's
That's
pretty
Yeah.
impressive, like
cool.
monetizing your trolls.
Yeah.
Oh, You see what you did, Victoria? You see what you did? Look at this.
What did I do?
Look at
Peter's
this.
my actual cousin. My grandfather got lost in Africa and came back with Peter's dad.
Oh, for
What-
fuck's
what-
sake, Alpha. No, I'm kidding.
I don't understand how that works.
Oh god.
God damn.
So Peter is rewriting the story of his family tonight. That's
Or Steph
impressive.
brought up an interesting point though.
Yeah.
Wait, what she brought up?
Steph brought up a point though. Steph was like, Mel, if he's dumb enough to cheat on, she's like, Mel, if dumb enough to cheat on you, his shield.
Break his shield.
Shield?
I
I'm
don't
like,
know.
Oh, you mean
maybe
condom? That makes sense.
Yeah.
referring
Ah.
referring
You
to
break the
Captain
condom?
Yolo.
See, you break the condom and then
Who
like,
has never done that, you know?
Yeah. Okay. So
What
where
the
did you
fuck?
took? Where did you?
Who's never
What?
who's never poked holes in a condom, you know?
That's
to
wrong.
fix a relationship.
That's
God.
wrong. And
Normal
the whole
people?
notion of-
That's just
Normal.
that's
wrong.
wrong.
Girl, that's
No.
wrong.
What's wrong with you?
What?
Good people?
Any sort of like stealth thing or like no. That's a
It's
line.
a good
no
tip.
one
I
should-
read it in a Cosmo. It's a good
oh
Well, Cosmopolitan, they're just trash from what I hear.
shit.
God,
Oh,
okay.
okay.
Really nasty.
Okay,
No.
okay,
You
Casey.
know,
I
okay.
thought it was a condom joke, but boom. Okay, Casey. Okay, that's
All right.
What's happening today?
Hey Bob. ANG A Steph.
tip. And
No, please.
And welcome there, man. It's all
There
good.
you go.
It's going down. Escalated quick. Yeah, if you break a condom, it would. But boom, there it
but
is.
let us know
Imagine
in the
if, like-
comments if you break condoms or no.
Well, that would be
Who's-
something if you have somebody like listening to a Vanilla Ice
Who would do
song
that in their
and
right
being
mind?
like, Yeah, there's that. Yeah, he's,
Ice.
unfortunately, it's just a joke that be a call for help. But yeah, like basically, the guy is like counting his countdown and is being like, ice, ice, baby,
Nice.
ice, ice,
Nice.
baby.
Yo, Joe, you
that was in F is for family, right?
Yeah, I know. It's
Yeah.
fucking
Yeah.
hilarious.
Yep.
The guy's
But
like,
you know what, Joey?
Oh my god.
But you know what, Joey? I remember like my buddy used to go on this thing called Deals Extreme, which was like a Chinese site. And I remember it was like there's like this deal on like 100 condoms for like $2. And we're like, what the fuck? Like, but
That's too cheap.
that's
That's too cheap. That's too cheap.
No.
It's like,
Something. There
I'm all bundles, but like
there must be a catch or some shit. There must be
They're like
catch.
recycled or something.
that's what I'm saying. They probably recycled it.
But honestly, that you take your advice, a couple advice from Cosmo instead of Jerry Springer, that reassured me so well.
What was that?
Yeah, that almost the way like broking a condom to save your couple, it almost sounds like one of those advice you would get from one of those Jerry Springer people or Maury Povich show.
I would say
Yeah.
Maury. Like 'cause Jerry Springer was more wild. It was just more like I
Yeah,
fucked
yeah.
that horse, and then the horse comes out, it's like, "Brrr," and he's like, fuck you. And
It's like
Yeah.
it's like wrestling, actually.
Yeah.
You have a good guy, you have a bad guy, and chairs are getting thrown around.
yeah, but there wasn't
Yeah.
like that much. Well, I mean, yeah, there wasn't really fucking going. Well, there was fucking, but like there weren't. It didn't really make
People
sense.
were
Like,
fucking.
yeah, they had like storylines where they were fucking.
Yeah,
Well, yeah.
obviously.
Isn't there always a kid that's like, "Is this my dad?"
I like to do a show
That
like
was
that.
more
but not-
Maury Povich, from what I remember.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
more Maury.
Mm.
Oh, Maury Povich
That's
is
more
one of my
Maury.
favorite
Maury is known
shows.
for doing like giving opportunity tests.
Yeah.
It's a bag of balloons.
Alpha's got jokes. I'm down.
There you
Oh,
go, man.
shit.
I can't wait to see his fucking 5 minutes.
Yeah, I can't wait, man.
Ah, man, this guy was talking about doing comedy for a while, right?
Yeah, he was
Yeah.
doing it. No, we call it. Well, if no one's going, yesterday, I was for some reason the cops were like freaking like they're searching this bus, and I was like, okay, I wanted to take a picture of it. So I was like, or to just show my roommate, and
Yeah.
then all I hear is freaking, hey, and then I just see lights freaking going through my window. I'm like, oh fuck, and then freaking, then I'm like, all my freaking apartment, I just see like the cops freaking flashlights, fucking. I was like,
he,
yeah, I was
he took his CB and he was like, okay, station, this is a cold black. We have a
Cold.
black witness.
Cold black.
cold, black.
No,
Oh, yeah, it was just crazy. It was just yeah. I was just like, oh man, because the thing was, I was just talking about police brutality that day, and then I'm like,
Yeah.
fuck, here it comes.
They're going to
Self-fulfilling
beat my ass at my
prophecy.
place.
I should have just shut up. See, I called it on myself. Nah,
There
damn.
you go.
So how was your
Didn't
day?
Vance
guys?
tell you to stay away from the windows?
Yes, he did.
You
Yes,
didn't
he
listen.
did.
You didn't listen.
I didn't listen, man.
and you didn't
He
listen.
said He said shut the lights, and I didn't shut them.
Mm.
Oh well, it's cool. They're searching for me. So how's you guys? What's going down? What's happening? Oh, RJ. RJ says meow.
Meow?
Okay.
Hey, RJ.
Thanks, Jess. Thanks.
Okay. Who's saying
Meow.
meow?
Hey,
The
RJ.
cat.
The cat.
Oh,
Just a cat,
obviously.
RJ.
I thought that was a guy on YouTube.
RJ says
Oh,
meow.
Hey, Jess, if you like us, there's the thing you should do. Create a YouTube channel for your cat and subscribe to our channel.
Sure, he has one for
Because
Instagram.
I'm starting to be a whore for those fucking followers. That's what's
Are
happening.
you?
Me too. Yeah.
Yeah.
What? Really?
Yeah, I'm a fucking sellout.
Oh shit. Okay.
How many
Yeah.
subscribers is the Dirty 4 at right now?
178.
Oh fuck.
Okay.
You even know the number?
2 million less than what I would expect by now.
Oh shit.
I was expecting 2,178,000 by this day.
Bobby Short Shorts.
There
What's
you
going
go.
down? Just going down. What's going down?
So
Oh, yeah, so
Nick,
let's repeat
how
it
come
for,
you
Bob.
started doing streaming?
Well, I'd say the first ever like stream that I did was of course on Joey's like Saturday afternoon.
Oh, yeah.
Certainly that was the first time that I sort of got myself into that scene. Though actually it goes even further back. Like the first time I ever like sort of called in any way, shape, or form is, you know how Pantelis his live stream on Sunday, which right now it's relatively church for all of us.
Yeah.
For those who are members of his Patreon, you can actually call into the show. So the first time that I've done any sort of like, not even like live streaming, but sort of calling in live was he was doing his Pantelis live after the American elections last year. And I sort of said, like, I sort of provided some information and some facts about, if there's any doubt in the Electoral College vote, that there are certain constitutional provisions within the American Constitution to resolve those issues, because there was a lot of doubt with regards to like people sending in their ballots via the post and other factors as well. So, but I guess the moment that sort of convinced me to finally set up some sort of like podcast, so I like to call it more a show than a podcast, is when Mel had her live stream on her Instagram Live, her late night with Delight segment. It was a Friday that she got it done, like Friday night, and you, Peter, were on it, and I think Claudio was on it as well. Yeah, Claudio. So like,
Claudio was on it. That was the very first late night segment.
Yeah. So the day after, I was sort of like walking to my barber shop and walking it back home after, because my barber is not that far away from me on foot, and like sort of like walking there and walking it back, sort of like I was thinking in my head like maybe I should do this. So like that was like the spark that convinced me to set everything up. And because Instagram more or less makes it as simple as possible, though the 1 hour time limit can, like, it sort of like screwed me over the first time. But like when I did my thing yesterday night talking about some of the new stuff that we're seeing in Star Trek, for example, being hosted on Paramount Live and all that, I certainly was far more disciplined. I had like a timer on my laptop. Like I connect my phone to my laptop so the battery doesn't like conk out on me during my live stream. And now like to my right, like literally right over there, I have like a nice cell phone holder that's pretty solid. So that was the moment that I started. Yeah. Though how I got into the whole scene here in Montreal is a rather unique story. If I could sort of continue on with that logic. Yeah. So, so for those who don't know, no, I'm okay. So how I got into this whole scene in the first place was rather unconventional in terms of like where I started. I don't know if all of you know who Steven Crowder is on YouTube, right?
Yeah.
The whole mug, like the Blue Mug Club, like he's the Change My Mind meme guy. Yeah. So I started watching his stuff. Like I enjoy some of his political commentary. Plus, he does make some like edgy like political jokes, which for me as a political animal, like my good friend Joey, like Joey would understand some of that political humor. On his show,
one of the funniest shit I saw from him, and the ballsy one is like when he's dressed up as Bob Ross and he draw Mohammed.
Yeah.
Like,
So so on Steven Crowder's show, he has a lot of writers from a wide variety of backgrounds, and one of those writers happened to be Pantelis himself. Because Pantelis was sort of referred to by Anthony Cumia from Compound Media, but as well, Mike Ward himself provided, I would say, an informal reference to Steven, because Steven Crowder certainly has sort of thanked Mike Ward for being such a strong influence way back in the day when Mike Ward was on Music Plus and all that. So after seeing Pantelis write a couple of times, like being on the show in studio in Texas, he had his 2 Drink Minimum t-shirt on. He kept saying panteliscomedy.com as well, and like that's when I started to watch 2 Drink Minimum just before the pandemic started. And then when that happened, I heard who Jofo was, so I started to watch them. But then after, like, how I got to know you guys was you had your episode with Andrew Cardassi. That was the first that was an episode where Mel herself was on, and I remember Andrew from my time at Concordia within the history department. So that's how I got to know all of you guys. So that's sort of like my sort of journey into the scene.
Cool.
That's freaking cool. But what got you? Like, I know you studied Canadian, was it Canadian politics?
Politics in general and history, though I focused a lot on American and Canadian politics and American and Canadian history. Like, I think Joey himself would confirm this. Joey, did you remember having Professor, what was his name? Graham Dodds at Concordia?
I don't think so, because I remember I was more focusing on the international relation when I was at university.
So Julian Schofield and Ripsman and those guys.
Those guys.
Well, just to show you how much of a nerd I am in terms of American politics. So there's this one professor at Concordia University called Professor Graham Dodds. You may have actually seen him on CTV Montreal on occasion when there's like a huge breaking story on American politics, because he's like the expert in the department. I took 4 of his classes at Concordia, and by the 4th class is like, you again. I'm like, me again. It's like, here's the course syllabus. Here's the course syllabus. Get the fuck out of here. You already know what's up.
Oh shit! God.
Yeah.
God
Yeah.
damn. Oh shit.
Yeah.
Well, fuck. Sure, he told you get the fuck out and gave you the credit. He gave you the credits at least.
Well, basically, like, he's like, you again. It's like, yeah, you already know what's up. You could stay if you want, but if you want, you could just leave early. It's fine. You know, it was a special class. That 4th class was a special class on the American presidency. So, like, why Donald Trump and Joe Biden today can get away with so much without having to actually go to the Congress to say, hey, do your job and actually legislate. Like, he could effectively legislate with just a stroke of his pen with his with like either Biden or Trump and their executive orders. You know, like when like Trump was doing like this, like the whole dramatic like showing of his executive order with the signature. So yeah,
that has become a meme also. That
I love those
yeah.
memes.
Yeah.
It's fucking hilarious.
Oh yeah.
Shoot. So like, but like, I guess when you were studying history, like were you studying like just like let's say like ancient politics type things, or just like history in general, just like the start of like certain civilizations and whatever?
Well, I studied some ancient history, so I studied like ancient Mesopotamian and Sumerian, like the first ever civilizations that came out of like where Iraq is today, between the Tigris and Euphrates River. So that's like the Mesopotamia, which in Greek is between 2 rivers. Yeah, exactly. So I studied that. I studied some ancient Greek history and ancient Roman history as well. But then I really focused a lot on Canadian like history from way back at when what was New France and like the 13 colonies. And I also studied like American history, so pre and post Civil War, during the Civil War itself. So like that was really my focus at that time.
All right. So which part of me and Luigi bullying you that got you started on podcasting? I didn't know that was a trap question. Sorry about that.
No. I'll answer. So again, what sort of got me into it was I kind of liked how I was in terms of like interacting on Melanie's live stream on Instagram with Peter and with Claudio, and again, sort of like thinking like maybe I should embrace this potential new like life path, for a lack of a better word. Again, as I was like, again, this is totally like I'm being totally sincere here, but like just walking to my barber shop and like walking back home, just like getting some fresh air in my head, like listening to some of my favorite music on Spotify. Like I love listening to a couple of folks on Spotify that I don't think anyone knows, but like it's good stuff. It's a couple of guys named
who is it?
Zardonic, this Venezuelan DJ that does a lot of like electronic, like rock and electronic metal. Cell Dweller as well as like Voicians and Blue Sally, like folks within that sort of scene, and of course listening to Rammstein and KMFDM as well. Like the one thing from last year that if the pandemic would have just ended like after the 14 days that they said, like I was so gutted to hear the news that the Rammstein concert, like the only Canadian stop on their America tour, was in Montreal in Parc Jean Drapeau. And I had tickets with a friend of mine who was like a Rammstein super fan, to the point where she has, like the fact that she had like the Rammstein band logo as a tattoo on her. Christ. So it's like, it would have been the best thing ever to sort of get back at it, to get that energy. If I was listening to Frau Frei and America and Lust and, all of those other, like Mein Tai, like all of those powerful songs. Like I don't understand a single word that they're saying, but you just feel the energy and the passion.
My Dial is a song about cannibalism. So,
okay.
Yeah,
oh,
this
that's
is my part.
Yeah, that's cute.
This is my part. Yeah, something like that.
Yeah. And of course, that song where the music video that effectively it was like a porno.
Hey,
Pussy.
Pussy.
I remember that. I saw them in Quebec City back 10 years ago at.
Wow.
My buddy went there.
Quebec.
My buddy went there. Yeah.
Oh yeah, man, that was fucking crazy. Like I was so fucking close of the stage that every time they were like pyro, I could feel the heat.
Mhm,
Oh, that's
mhm.
awesome.
I
Because of
almost
the fire.
touched the boat. Yeah, exactly. That's
Yeah,
fucking crazy.
fire, the
Oh,
flaming
that's
thing.
awesome.
Yeah.
For pussy, what was cool though is he brought a giant dick, a cannon dick, and he threw like a bunch of white confetti. That was
Oh, is it
the
where he
best.
like he comes on everyone and he pisses on?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh no! So that thing, it did that. The first time I saw that was in Live Aus Berlin, which is their first live album with Herzeleid as the songs from Herzeleid and Senso. And honestly, he got once he had the clavier like Lawrence Franz, if I remember Lawrence Flack or something like that. I don't remember his name. And he Till Lindemann just put a plastic dick out, and he started like eating the ass of like the clavier, and then the water getting out.
Yep.
I love him.
Yep.
Shit, I don't know who that is.
Eskimo Callboy.
Never heard of them.
I never heard about that. Eskimo Cowboy.
The
What
best metal-
the fuck is
metal-
that?
I don't know, but I'm down. It sounds Canadian. It sounds
We need to
Canadian.
listen to this.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, for sure.
That's pretty good. Oh shit. Yeah, freaking. Oh, that's pretty good. That's pretty cool. But like, okay, like to go back on that, the history thing.
Yeah.
Would you like read conspiracy theories and then like try to match it with the stuff you studied
Yeah.
type thing?
There were I would say a couple of moments where sort of like not so much conspiracy theories, but sort of like power that was concentrated sort of affected current events. For example, there's one particular piece of legislation that was passed by the U.S. Congress way back in the day, and I think again Joey would understand this. So, the Federal Reserve Act of 1913 was certainly one. Yeah. That certainly had a lot of shadiness inside because for those who don't know, from back in the day, like even as early as like 1971, though again, we have to thank our friend, President Nixon for doing this.
Yay!
Yeah, so that guy.
This motherfucker.
Yeah. So
Worse than him, you want to know who?
Yeah.
Fucking Woodrow Wilson. This asshole.
Woodrow Wilson does like no one can like if I could just say
the worst president of history.
If Teddy Roosevelt would have won the Republican nomination back in 1912, and he would have been able to have gotten another term when he was there during the First World War, the world now would have been far different than what we have today.
For sure.
Like the best YouTube channel that sort of dealt with that issue, if Teddy Roosevelt would have been president, was Alternate History Hub.
Oh yeah, you watched that. It's fucking good.
It was a good video. It was a good video. So going back to sorry, just to get back to your question, Peter.
Sorry.
So the two, like the Federal Reserve Act of 1913, was certainly something that had a lot of shadiness in it because beforehand, our dollar, the American dollar, the British pound, at the time, like the Deutschmark for the Germans, the franc for the French, they had they had a certain like anchor to them, which was the gold standard or the silver standard, like like something that actually anchored the currency, actually provided value to it.
Yeah.
So the fact that again the powers that be in the United States constantly tried to get the U.S. to abandon such a setup and to embrace just fiat currency, which is basically the faith in the
Treasury, the Federal Reserve.
Yeah, like that stuff is very shady because part of the reason why our dollar is worthless compared to like back in 1950, $1 can buy so much from the grocery store. Well, while $1 right now can barely buy you like the smallest coffee at Tim Hortons, or like can barely buy you like coffee. I use it as an example.
Yeah.
Like
I'm joking.
Yeah, kind of remind me. My dad was always saying to me like 25 cents he could buy like a 2 liter of Coke and a bag of peanuts and chips. Yeah.
Exactly. The fact that like now our currency is effectively worthless, while way back in the day, again, it had some sort of backing, like that anchor, another like the fact that it doesn't have that anchor and the governments are just printing money left and right. This is no conspiracy theory. The more supply there is of any commodity, when there's not that much demand, the worse the value
Yeah,
gets.
Yeah, exactly. And that's
Yeah.
what we're doing right now. We're printing
Yeah.
a lot of fucking money
We have
just
to
to be able
stop.
to pay the serve thing, and that money we have been pissing out for because of the
Yeah.
confinement.
Yeah.
Which is pretty much like where I guess the digital currency, like Bitcoin and all these other coins, like
Yeah.
that blockchain stuff, just like starts
Yeah.
kicking in, and everybody's all like,
Oh,
"Oh,
I see.
Yeah.
let's just go there." But
Yeah.
it's kind of like it's good in the sense that it's like, okay, your money's kind of protected, but bad in the sense that like if you lose it, like dude, there's no one to help you out there.
Yeah,
Yeah.
like I heard of an example. I think someone in the UK, though I'm not
Yeah,
100%. Yeah, like someone in the UK had a hard drive with their, I would say, their crypto wallet.
Yeah.
He lost the hard drive in the dump,
No.
and he was like,
What?
"Holy
Oh,
shit, he
fuck.
lost."
Oh
he
my
lost,
god.
He lost millions of dollars
Oh my
worth
God.
of cryptocurrency, or
Whoa.
someone,
Oh,
another person
fuck.
forgot the password to their crypto wallet. And if you don't know your
Oof.
password, like I don't know if there's any way to like go into account recovery. If you, let's say you have like an
Yeah.
Apple ID, you forgot your
Yeah.
password, or you forgot access to like your trusted device or your trusted number. Like there was no way, to my understanding, that you can
Yeah.
sort of reset your password. So again, that person who lost their password lost access to millions of dollars worth of Bitcoin from that too.
Me and I was turning to Oscar from the Grouch from
That's
Sesame
crazy.
Street, man. I was just like digging that freaking. I'd live in that dumpster trying to find that thing, man. I'd be like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
No, that's Cookie
But,
Monster.
honestly,
Sesame Street.
if you lost data on a
Then
hard drive, there's
it's
some
Cookie Monster.
there's some company that their specialty is just to get on the hard drive and to retrieve
Yeah.
the data.
Yeah.
So on a hard drive it's visible. On a SSD though, not so much.
But also,
Okay.
like, my boyfriend used to have Bitcoins and he got them seized by the government because they were
Fuck.
used for a crime, right? So
Oh,
evidence now.
that's
Really?
no, that's fucking gay.
I actually, it's funny you
That's
said that,
wild, man.
Victoria.
That's
Victoria,
wild.
Stupid.
funny you said that. You know how Facebook's ads tend to be very, very weird? I
Yeah.
ended up getting a Facebook ad saying from the Quebec Revenue Agency saying even if you lost Bitcoin or gained Bitcoin, you still have to declare it. I'm like, what are you talking about, guys?
Yeah.
It's not
People
part of
are
the.
investing in Bitcoin and on Dogecoin and Ethereum and all that because they no longer have any sort of faith or justification in using the dollar anymore. Why
Yeah.
are you
That's
like?
true.
Why? You
But
know?
there's a problem I have with cryptocurrency though. Like I had the argument a couple of years ago with somebody that were really balls deep into that, and my big problem with it, it's like all the talk we have about it. The last thing I hear about it is the possibility to trade it for stuff, to use it as a currency.
Yeah.
Nobody's using it as a currency right now, so they just use it as a financial titles. They can get actual money out of it.
Yeah, but they still have the machines. They still have machines in certain stores where you can just pull
Yeah,
out
the
pull
Bitcoin
cash.
machines.
There's one
Yeah.
at Pub St.
True.
Paul.
True, but
I
it's
remember-
supposed to be used as a currency. So if I cannot trade
A
it, like
Bitcoin.
yeah, Bitcoin, it's supposed to be a currency. You're
The
supposed
currency,
to
yeah.
you're supposed
Yeah.
to trade it for good and services.
It's money.
If the
Yes.
only added values I had out of it is to be able to trade it for more money,
Yeah.
I just don't see the point.
I remember seeing as well a Bitcoin ATM at this cafe that's no longer there, but it was called Rhapsody Gourmet in the car of downtown. It was a Greek-owned cafe. They made some really, really good frappes there.
Yeah.
What else? Well, I remember seeing that cafe there with the Bitcoin machine.
Yeah.
Oh. You know what I'm gonna do next time? I'm gonna go to the strip club. I'm just gonna be like, "Yo, here's my hard drive. That'll cover everything."
Can you
And
imagine?
here's my Bitcoin.
Can you imagine if you were at
You just give them a
Cyberpunk?
USB
Yeah.
key. You know, like
Yeah.
Oh, that'd be cool.
Here you
if
go,
you were in a
sweetheart.
Cyberpunk
Yeah.
world where we
There it
just like
is.
insert the
Yeah.
key and get some chick to connect, and
Yeah.
then you transfer the data and then you put it out and okay, do the dance.
No,
Yeah.
we're not there. We're not there yet. We'll get
be
to that
something.
new world order.
I actually just remembered this. Tesla began accepting Bitcoin as an acceptable currency to use to pay for their cars, which
cars?
is
Hey,
incredible.
Oh, Gabe's in the house. Cowbells all day.
That's pretty cool though. Like
Hey, Gabriel, what's up,
like-
buddy?
Hey, Gabe.
if you want, like I thought that what would be helping
Hey.
cryptocurrency to gain credibility as a currency would be like something like because I don't know if you heard about Pornhub that has some issues with child pornography on their, but not necessarily
Yeah,
child, but they
yeah.
had some issues with.
So the tricking kids.
I don't know why that's
yeah,
funny.
yeah,
It's not
exactly.
funny.
Like
Yeah.
video, yeah, we'll be talking about it. It's fucking crazy. I know, right? But yeah, they had some issues about video. They couldn't validate like if they were legal,
Yeah.
And Visa and Mastercard, you just spell out as a means to do transaction with them. So
Yeah.
I thought back then that what would help a lot cryptocurrencies if like Portal went on to say, okay, we're taking Bitcoin and Monero and stuff like that.
Mm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, probably.
And strip clubs too.
Yeah,
Strip clubs too.
strip clubs, that'd be something though.
Well, as well, the use of Bitcoin and the other cryptocurrencies on the
That's
dark
the way
web
to the
too.
future, right?
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
Bitcoin, in that respect, from what I've heard, it has been replaced by Monero because Monero is way tougher to track.
Mm.
Oh shit! Oh really?
Yeah,
Oh.
because you can track Bitcoin from wallet to wallet. But what's happening with Monero? It's by design. When you do a transaction, it just like shatter the packet in a couple of packets and disperse them into other legal transaction. So basically, it goes back to the other side, assemble the packet, and then put it in your wallet.
But
So it's
gee.
untrackable.
you can mine for Bitcoins. How do you mine for Monero?
It's the same thing. You just install
It's the
you just install the software on your computer and you
The
let
same
it run.
concept.
Oh,
Yeah.
I see.
Well, actually, I've heard that Quebec is one of the leading Bitcoin mining operations here because of our relatively affordable hydroelectricity. Like it's an issue that like Hydro Quebec
What?
themselves have said, yeah,
Yeah,
we have super affordable
And the climate.
hydroelectricity.
in the climate.
Yeah,
That's a
and
big
also
one.
the climate too.
Yeah, the
Because-
servers don't crash because it's not.
It's not only that; it's
Yeah.
because one of the main ecological problem you'll have with mining rig right now. It's highly
heat.
energy intensive. Yeah,
Yeah,
Mhm.
and
the
there's
heat.
a reason because by design the way the blockchain work because cryptocurrency is just like one application of what is called blockchain. And blockchain,
Yeah.
the idea is you have a token to do transaction with it,
Yeah.
and the idea of money is like that. 5 cents, for example, you cannot reproduce it. It's the only that
Yeah.
5 cents you'll have. So when a member of a blockchain is being created, you cannot copy it. It has to
Yep.
check that that token doesn't exist in the whole blockchain. So while it created, he has to check the whole network.
Yeah.
So that's why it's really energy intensive.
All the
That's-
calculations.
Yeah, exactly. And also you cannot delete it when it's created because you cannot like just erase a 5 cents. It's a 5 cents, right?
Yeah.
So that's another thing.
The
But-
problem, to sort of say this, and I just want to get this off my chest, if you don't mind, Peter.
Go on.
Yeah,
man.
no problem. No
Um,
problem. Go for it. Go for it.
Yeah, so the reason, like the fact that so many more people are getting involved in mining Bitcoins, like that's why it could also be a potential issue down the road because what I'm seeing right now is if you want to custom build a PC, you need all the parts like the GPU, the CPU, and all of the other things. The Bitcoin mining operations are absorbing effectively any and all GPUs that are being produced in China, South Korea, and other parts of the world where all of that is being built. And for those who just want to build their own custom PCs for gaming or for other things, even the big tech companies right now are slowly beginning to report shortages in terms of parts to build new PCs and new things and to do repairs. So like Samsung is like, what the hell am I going to do? Apple is like, what the hell am I going to do? Because even though Apple
because
is
of the GPUs being used for mining.
yeah, like even Apple, who's switching their computers from Intel based to their own in-house Apple Silicon
to ARM
chips.
ARM type processor.
Yeah. Like even Apple is like, what are we going to do? Even though we control all aspects of the supply chain. So it could come to a head where the market itself, despite that, the fact that the market itself is sort of accepting the fact that Bitcoin is going to be there and other things, but like other parts of the market that are also dependent on the very same technologies like the GPUs is going to react negatively. They're going to be like, stop buying. Like many scalpers and bots are buying en masse many of the GPUs and other things that people need to build their own PCs or to repair their own PCs. So that's going to be a huge issue down the road, man.
Yeah.
Either that or people just gonna be on their phones. They're like, all right, that's it. I'm sick and tired of this. Guys can't freaking.
That's another problem also I have with like cryptocurrencies. Like everybody's a lot of people that are in cryptocurrency, they're complaining about fiat money that is based on nothing. But basically, like cryptocurrency, it's just the value is not as tied at something real as actually fiat money. It's the same fucking thing.
Yep.
Mm.
Yep.
Mm.
I actually saw a video. Oh, sorry. Go ahead. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
No. Go for it.
I actually saw someone mining Bitcoin with an original Game Boy.
Oh, where? That's
What?
awesome.
That's
How?
I'm
fucking
not
cool.
joking.
And that's dangerous too, because that thing
I'm not joking. Like someone inserted like a custom like Game Boy cart that you would put like Tetris or like Metroid 2 Return of Samus on. They have the program there. They have it connected on a couple of other things, and of course, the Game Boy is plugged into like the AC adapter instead of running it on battery power. And you see like the Game Boy mining Bitcoin on the screen. It's like, what are we? Though to sort of say this, the Game Boy, I think the Game Boy itself could last because that thing is built like a tank.
Yeah.
It is.
But again, also because anything that has some computation like calculus and anything you can install where you can install that software, it's gonna mine. And that's starting to be a cybersecurity concern because you start seeing people like doing malwares where they're just like mining Bitcoins, Monero, and stuff out of your computer without you knowing it. And before long, they have a whole farm of what is called a zombie computer, and then they just mine like stuff, the crypto money. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
all day. Like those, because that's the one thing on Instagram that pissed me off is like those people will be like, "Hey, how you doing? Leo, you ever heard of cryptocurrency?" It's like, motherfucker, it's 2021. Of course, what the fuck, man? And then they'll be like, like, and then they'll be like, "Yeah, just join our thing. Don't worry, you make $3,000 in like 3 days." And then the next guy saying the same shit. It's like, okay, like what the fuck, man? And it just keeps continuing.
Yeah,
but, That's why I'm like, okay, I hate that type of. Yeah, like, I hate when it's like the new trend. Because I remember hearing about it back in the day. Obviously, I didn't jump in then, but now when I'm hearing it now, when I hear too many times, I'm like, nah, I don't want to jump in.
It sounds like a cult, you know?
Yeah,
it sounds like
not a cult. It's just like basically back in the 19th century, you had those fucking people selling like gold mine stuff like that. So that's pretty much the same thing.
Yeah,
pretty much. Yeah. Cutco. Or like those knives, people are like, "Yeah, buy these knives." And it's like, why do I need? I could go to Walmart. Like, fuck off, man. Like,
you want to be able to. You want to be able to work all day on these gold mine. There's some snake oil.
Pretty much.
Yeah,
snake oil all day.
So you have the equivalent of that nowadays. Yeah, go on, Victoria.
I was just gonna say we didn't go back to Peter's weird story that happened to him this week.
Yeah, what happened to you, Peter?
Yeah.
What happened to me? What? The cop story?
The cop story.
Yeah, he told his cop story.
The cop story? That was the weird one?
Yeah.
All right, I'm going to stop drinking. I'm sorry, guys.
Why are you surprised, Mel? Are you saying that it's a normal thing to happen to a black guy?
Yeah. It's just a little weird. It's a little weird. Like, I have to be outside for this. Now it's inside. So it's
I know. You're not safe anywhere.
That sucks, man.
That's
like
sucks,
you have
man.
he asks you to fill like a form like okay, so are you a visible minority? And you're like, oh fuck this, I'm not getting involved.
Yeah, I just put question mark now. I just like
I don't know, maybe define minority.
Define minority.
Here would be like English speaking. You're like, well, then I'm fucking screwed. It's fine.
English speaker in Quebec. Yeah.
Shit.
So, Nick, do you like stand-up comedy?
And do you like Mel?
For fuck's sake.
Okay, first, just to answer this, I love and adore Mel so much. We certainly had one hell of a day today making tacos and watching
cool.
RuPaul's Drag Race. Like, I was really proud of myself for cooking the meat just right, like not overly cooked, but like not undercooked. So like we're good on that front. In terms of stand-up comedy, like I've went to the Comedy Nest a couple of times in my lifetime, though. Unfortunately, with the confinement and all that, like we're not able to go to any shows. Like the second I know that we're able to go to Le Bordel, like 110%, I'm gonna go and see like Mike Ward ripping it, or like Pantelis ripping it, or seeing like other folks sort of going at it. So I'm definitely down for it. Like, of course, like I see like the Comedy Central roasts. Like my favorite Comedy Central roast that I've seen so far is actually the Justin Bieber one, because like they really just rip into him.
Yeah.
Like really rip into him. But if you really want like comedy, but with just a touch of class, the Dean Martin roasts from the 1970s are like the Shangri-La. Like Dean Martin,
you like the old stuff.
Right.
Like, they like Don Rickles, Dean Martin himself.
Oh yeah.
But
That I would have
they're
guessed you were
classics.
a fan of
They're
Don Rickles.
classics. Just
Yeah,
like-
yeah.
Like seeing Orson Welles, like the legendary Orson Welles, who voiced, for example, the character Unicron in the original Transformers movie of 1986.
Oh,
Wait,
yeah,
there's
like
an actual movie in the 80s?
Yep.
Yeah.
Fuck, really? I didn't know that.
There is.
Yeah.
It bridges between the second and the third season of the original Transformers cartoon. It like kills off a whole host of characters.
What, that cartoon has stories? I didn't know that.
It does, though.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, I thought that was
Yeah.
just like trucks transforming into robots and shooting at each other.
Well, certainly watching Beast Wars and Beast Machines, like I have every single episode of Beast Wars on my laptop. Like that has helped. That has helped me keep some sort of sanity during the confinement as well. Like watching Reboot and Star Trek. Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
you watch Reboot.
If ever we need a guardian, I mean, I have this with me. So
Oh,
for
shit.
fuck's sake, you really have that.
He's got it. Oh, that's
Yeah.
okay.
Shit,
Just fucking
this guy
just
must have
tap it in.
tons
Tap
of
it
roots
in.
at home.
Okay,
and
guys.
also whenever I'm working and all that, like again, it makes me feel like a guardian. But I actually have this
Oh,
here
you
with me
fuck.
too.
Oh, he's got it down, man. He's
Oh
got
my
it down.
god.
Yeah, and also to show this.
Be impressed, damn it.
Yeah. And also to show you this,
All
just
the
to show a
nerdy
little
stuff.
more.
Basically, anybody that got a mouse pad of Reboot, it's a keeper, man. So keep him.
And also
Whatever
another
you do,
thing that has kept
don't let him
me
go.
sane during this entire thing is playing this bad boy right here.
Oh,
Oh,
shit,
Star-
yeah, you showed me that. Yeah.
Oh wow.
StarCraft 1? That
Yeah,
was
the
back in
original
day.
Star.
Oh, StarCraft.
Oh, man.
Yeah, and if you want to go even more retro, like the last thing that I'll show, this is even more retro. The original Warcraft
Warcraft.
1 MS DOS.
Oh,
Look
at
I had two. I had two back in the day.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Warcraft 2, Warcraft 3, the original was fun. Nah, that was a
Yeah.
fun one.
Yeah.
That was fun. Warcraft 2, why I remember it is because I was supposed to go, like, I was in cadets, and I was supposed to go, like, and I burnt, like, Marvel's Capcom 2 for Dreamcast, and then I had my buddy let me this game, and for some reason, my dad just snapped for no reason. He's like, Peter, why aren't you ready? And he went into my closet, looks at my freaking thing, sees the games, and he just shoots them. And I'm like, why did you shoot the games? and he like broke my friend's games, and I'm
Shoot
like,
the games.
actually,
so I'm like, so then I'm telling my boy, like, dude, my dad just did this, and they're just dying of laughter. They're like, what?
you know, if I
Fucking
could,
hilarious, took it like
if
that,
I
though.
could, if I could show you this is the one thing that really got me into history, and this will be a major blast from the past, but it was actually this.
Oh, what's this?
Oh, wow.
What
Where
is that?
time? Carmen
Oh, it's
Sandiego.
Carmen San Diego. I never played that
What
game.
is that?
Diego.
Where is Carmen San Diego? That used to be like a game show, and it was like this girl, this elusive girl. For some reason, we had to find her for some. Like I don't know.
It was a game
why.
show.
It was a game show. They had Where in the World is Carmen San Diego on PBS in the early 90s, and then they had Where in Time is Carmen San Diego.
Where in time?
yeah.
What are we looking for her for?
When is Carmen San Diego?
Yeah.
Like basically like Carmen San Diego and her villains like stealing like ancient artifacts like the pyramids of Giza or like other important monuments to history. Like that game really encouraged me to study history because like you're interacting with like the American founding fathers while they're writing the Declaration of Independence or helping Thomas Edison invent like the modern light bulb, helping like Julius Caesar like solidify his control over the Roman Republic and then Roman Empire. So it's like you're
pushing,
really
Woodrow Wilson in front of a train.
Yeah.
oh
And chasing girls. And chasing girls. You're chasing this girl like through time and shit.
Yeah.
yeah.
Like shit. You want to pick another one. You're like, fuck it. I'm gonna chase Carbon through dimensions.
You go back in the Oval Office during the Bill Clinton era, and you're like, no, Billy, no, not with the cigar.
I do not have sexual relations with that woman.
Yeah, but your cigar did though.
But I did have it with
Okay,
Carmen San
great.
Diego. Let me tell you that, man. The Carbon.
Okay,
Holy
great.
shit.
Bye. Yeah. Yeah.
Why would you do that with
Where
a cigar? I don't
dreams are.
understand.
Yeah.
Where in the
Hey, Peter, do you
world
have a theory
is
about it?
Carmen?
You have, Peter. You have to admit. Remember back in "Where in the World Is Carmen Sandiego," the a cappella that they did of that song. Like, no matter how many times I listen to it, I just feel good. I feel better if I'm feeling like depressed or down or whatever. You know.
I hope my girlfriend's the Carmen Sandiego. I wish my girlfriend could be, so I could start singing songs. Where
You wish
in
your
the
girlfriend
world
is Carmen?
Where is this? I don't even know the song. Where in the world is Carmen Sandiego? But they're singing something in the background. Like, where the hell is this bitch at? Where in the world is Carmen Sandiego? And I'm like, yo, this bitch is everywhere. I love this bitch, man.
Yeah.
You sick shit, man.
Who the hell is this bitch?
Yeah.
Where the
Get
fuck
banned
are
from YouTube again.
Jesus Christ.
Oh god damn this bitch, man.
Oh my
That
I like
might
her.
be the last time we see
Well, speaking of
Nikos
game
and Mel as
shows,
a
like,
couple.
what game shows were you guys to? Aside from Carmen Sandiego.
What game shows? The Japanese game shows.
Oh shit.
Oh God, yeah.
The torture
speaking of
porn of
game
TV?
Oh my god, they're hilarious. I can't.
Yeah, right?
Like there's one where like they had this girl. There's one that had this girl like her boyfriend set it up. So they're at the mall or wherever, and then all of a sudden there's a gunfight between the police and these thieves, and then they shoot the boyfriend. The boyfriend's like, ah, and then this guy freaking goes in his car, but it's like a daredevil guy. His car flips over, so they set it up. The car flips over, explodes. So then the guy's coming out on fire near the girlfriend, like and this girl is bawling, like she's crying, she's freaking like and at the end they're like surprise, and then they put a T-shirt on her, and she's fucking still crying like I was like,
You want a T-shirt?
Yeah,
Jesus
the
Christ,
guy is still
man.
burning though.
yeah,
That'd be something like that. She stopped crying. It's like, oh yeah, I have a free T-shirt, and you have that
Yeah.
guy.
We both look so
Like,
confused.
You're traumatized. You're traumatized, but hey, you're on the game show. Yeah, it's crazy.
I
Yeah,
won't be able to sleep for 2 weeks, but yeah.
yeah, like the freaking they just go wild in Japan. I guess there's like no like legal like I was wondering because I'm like, yeah, I guess no one sues anybody there or something because like
Fucking
in America,
awesome. I love it.
yeah, because I know in America like a couple of game shows like that like got shut down because
Yeah.
They got sued.
they got sued to hell. Yeah, they're like, what the fuck?
Because
You
in
made me
North
look
America, we
stupid.
tend to dumb down everything,
Yeah.
and in Japan, like I'm pretty sure, I hope that they're fucking judges when they see somebody trying to sue those kind of shows. It's like, yeah, sure. Did you saw the fucking trailer? Get the fuck out of here! I'm not indulging your stupidity.
Wait, I'll be back in 2 seconds. 2 seconds. What's it? I'll be back.
Come back. All right. There we go. So I'll kick him out.
I like British game shows because
Really?
they're
Why?
so restrained. This is the complete opposite.
Yeah, no, that's crazy. Eh? Do you imagine in Japan if you had like a guy that likes to be humiliated and he just like skip through those fucking shows, but he makes sure he lose all the time just to get like his dose of humiliation?
Like if they put like slime on him and stuff at every.
Yeah. Make sure he make sure he lost and like everybody's like, wow, this fucking guy is bad. What the fuck's going on with this guy? And he has a boner. What the fuck?
Why? Why does he have a boner, Joey?
Because he's excited by being humiliated. Can you imagine that a guy like that just slipped through the cracks and he just make sure he's always bad, so he get like
I see
beat.
what you're
Yeah,
saying.
yeah.
Yeah. He's like a masochist, and he's like just on purpose losing.
Yeah.
Like, could you imagine like how funny that would be if that happened?
Oh, Jesus Christ! I'm sure it happened.
Oh, for
I'm
sure.
sure if you
Man.
Google it, like it happened to someone
Yeah.
somewhere.
I'm pretty sure what he do is when there's guys that wants to be on their show, they put him naked, they tie a belt to his dick, and if he goes ding ding when they call it insult him, that means he's not on the show.
Hey, Pete.
So tying penis to what?
Yeah, Joey just made up a device that will enable people to know if someone
Tying
gets
penis, what?
turned on by losing at a Japanese game show.
That'd be fucking
So
awesome.
TM.
That'd be fucking awesome.
I'd lose. If you put any female, I lose, man. I'm like, oh shit,
Yeah.
getting
Oh
hard.
no, I lost again.
Ah, that's it.
Well, Well, I heard that a lot of folks right now are petitioning so that LeVar Burton himself becomes the permanent host of Jeopardy. And for me, come on, I'm 100% down. I mean, let's give my boy Lieutenant Commander Gregory LaForge some love.
Yeah.
For hosting the show, and plus he inspired all of us to read. So it's like, let's give it to him.
I'm actually lost it to like Wishbone.
The
I don't know what the show is about.
The dog,
though.
yeah.
What show you're talking about?
Wishbone?
Wishbone?
Yeah,
What is that?
Wishbone was like, it was like, okay, so Reading Rainbow was like LeVar Burton, you know, he was doing his thing like reading books and then do like a little story time type thing. So Wishbone was like a dog, and
I remember.
Let's say they'd be like, okay, we're to tell a story about Peter Pan, but they'll do it through the dog, and the dog's talking.
And the dog is like dressed up as the character that he's sort of portraying, like Peter Pan, for example. I remember that.
Oh,
yeah.
Well, that when YTV just had all the content back in the day.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah. Oh, they're killing it. But then when Teletoon came in, they came in hard, man. Like, like I remember they played Ninja Scroll at night. I was like, what the fuck? Like I was like 12.
Yeah.
They did in the morning one time, and that's when they had to suspend. So like kids are like, "What the hell? What's that rock guy doing to that girl?" He's just sucking on her titty, and they're just like, "Mommy, look at that!" Yeah, it was just
Mommy, Daddy does that to you.
Yeah.
That is like, hey, if you knew what you did to your mom, you wouldn't be judging me.
So is that a ninja? Is that a ninja? No, we call it. Yeah, it was freaking. Yeah, it was like wild shows. Yeah, you said Dragon Ball Z. Then they kind of toned it down, but then they put Spawn. So like Spawn.
Oh,
Spawn.
yeah.
So
Just South Park, eh?
South Park was on the French one. South Park was on the French one.
Yeah, the French from France one. So like that's why during like all like elementary school we didn't have the right to swear at school, which kind of makes sense. But we circumvent the whole thing by just like repeating the French from France swearing stuff that we heard. So like all of a sudden all the little brats were like, "Putain bordel de merde!" Cool.
Like, what the fuck is going on? Yeah, because in my head I'm like, I'm wondering, I'm like, shit. I remember the shit that we used to watch, and then like you know, like with wrestling, you had like DX, and everyone was like saying "suck it" and all that. Yeah. So in my head I'm like, what are the kids are saying now? Like that's what I want to know. Like,
well, with the PG era wrestling, not much actually.
Yeah, but I'm like, what was wrestling? No, but with like other shows, like are they watching like Game of Thrones? Like, do you fuck your sister?
Shit.
It's like, or like.
Hey there, kitty.
Yeah, there you go. You want to be a celebrity, you little brat, eh?
I remember this one time I was subbing for a kindergarten class, and I was like, "What did you guys do over the weekend?" And they were talking to each other about the latest episode of The Walking Dead. And I was like, "What the fuck? Like that is too hardcore for you guys. There's no way."
That's
like
nothing.
Not hardcore enough.
Not hardcore enough. Yeah.
Not hardcore enough.
No, that's like back in the day. If you remember, again, Reboot, like the first 2 seasons of the show was so censored because they were distributing it in the U.S. Like
in Canada,
like Dot Matrix, like instead of just having like regular boobs on her character, had to be like a mono boob, and like there was like a scene where
boob?
no,
I mean like all
another head. Or
no,
That's
just like
that
one big
raise way
breast.
more questions than just like boobs.
Or you know, like the bad guy, or like in this case, like the bad woman. Hexadecimal was like the overly sexualized one, while again, Dot Matrix and some of the other characters were like very frumpy because they want to show like good is like very controlled and bad is very unrestrained. But then again, it's Hexadecimal. You're talking about like the Queen of Chaos herself. So.
She's
like they were or like how like Beast Wars, or like how Beast Wars was Beast Wars in the US, but then up here in Canada like it was Beasties. The saying like you can't have the word war in the show, but then you showed Star Wars to children. It turned out okay. Like relax.
Yeah, but that's in theaters. That's okay. But like, you can't have it every day. Beast Wars, and then you got like animals turning into robots. You're like, and then they just transform. Like, oh my god, the kids! It's like, what the fuck? Like, okay,
I know.
Like,
kids are gonna want to turn into robots.
It was wild.
34 done, Joey. Oh, I'm going to check it out. He's
gonna check it. He's gonna check it out.
Yeah.
I want to see. But show it on the screen.
I'm sharing that right away.
Yeah, no, because it was very like it was censored, but like at night they used to have like some Some wild.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
Oh man, that looks so real. That's so
Yeah,
is
special
perfect.
props to Gabes. This guy is a fucking
is
machine when he
good.
Yo,
can do that.
Gapes
Yeah.
is hilarious, man.
That's amazing.
That is for the
Hey,
awesomeness.
Raul.
Raul, welcome to the chat, buddy. Man,
Yeah,
everybody
man,
else
how
is
you
still
doing? I like that
listening,
guy.
man. What's going down, man? Yes, it was weird. It was a good childhood though, but it was like very like I remember in elementary we were playing what the hell is that? Oh, okay, yeah,
I'm checking. Oh, it's Mel that got a sucky internet. Okay, I'm going to kick him all out and see if she's back. Oh, she's back.
she's back.
And she's
Hello.
back. Actually,
I'm
her
back.
with a
Like,
voice. Oh, just the sound. Okay.
yeah, I'm
She's
here.
back,
Like
she's
the
back.
page just refreshed, like weirdly. I'm back. I'm back.
Yeah, like my
I'm back. I'm back.
shit.
I'm back.
You know, my teachers. You're back. Shit, what's going down? No, I remember.
Think about something. What does it means to be back in black?
Back in black.
Yeah. Does
I
that
don't
mean
know.
he's coming back to whatever he was doing, but with a black face?
He just got widowed again. I
He
think.
got
Or
widowed
maybe-
again. Fuck.
Or maybe he could just I don't know. He's just wearing a black suit. I don't know.
Oh, that's possible. I always imagine the worst.
You imagine the worst?
Yeah,
He
I
has a
always
black
imagine
dick.
the worst.
I came back with a black dick, and it's like, wait a second, like
Wait,
all
Oh,
of
you think
or-
it's back in black, like in blackface?
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. Just my
Well-
fucked up imagination.
well, on a
shit.
kids show?
On a kid show, that'd be something. But yeah,
It's
you guys.
back in black. No, we got
Yeah, imagine how like we talk about our childhood, that all the cartoons were different, but back in the days they were really racist cartoons, like back in the fucking
Yeah.
40s.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, I mean, we weren't
Oh,
in those
yeah.
times.
Oh yeah,
We weren't in those times.
yeah.
Yeah, there were some bad
Oh, yeah.
ones, but yeah,
Everyone
yeah.
was racist.
yeah, Song of the
everyone.
South, for example.
yeah. I'm just like, god damn it. Yeah, there were some bad. Yeah, there were some bad cartoons.
Christ.
There was a bad cartoon, but thank God I wasn't in those times. But fucking,
Yeah.
I remember.
Yeah.
I remember. Like, no, our stuff had like we had some hilarious stuff, man. We had some
Yeah.
jokes.
Mm.
We had
Yeah.
some- we had some.
Well,
Well,
I
like we had
remember-
Ren and Stimpy. We had Ren and Stimpy.
Yeah, but back in the 90s, like that was a more free time, like where you could show really like more. You could go further on TV without anybody getting nuts about it.
Noticing.
yeah.
Yeah, they did.
Well, I
In the
remember.
90s?
Yeah.
Well, I remember watching like Student Bodies, like Radioactive. I remember watching System Down.
Bodies.
Yeah.
System Down.
System Down. Like I remember those shows. Like it was the heyday. It was the heyday.
Remember Superhuman Samurai?
No.
Superhuman Samurai. What is that?
Oh, it was like Ultraman. I don't know if you know Ultraman.
Yeah,
You
I know about it.
Yeah, I've heard of Ultraman. Yeah.
It was like it was like Ultraman, but like they just I guess I don't know if it was a Canadian thing or whatever. They just took that and then he's like it's Ultraman in computers. So it's like almost like
I
reboot.
remember that. I remember. Yeah. What was the name of that series again?
Superhuman Samurai. He's like Superhuman
Christ.
Samurai. And then after that they're like fight viruses like every week. You know.
Yes. Yeah. I just did a very quick Google search here, and yeah, I remember. Yeah, I remember.
Yes. You guys don't.
I don't understand your questions, wild dangerous. Like you guys don't play your guitar and turn it into a
Yes. Yeah.
computer
Yeah.
game program.
That was how
from the show.
the human characters got transported into the internet, like the transformation sequence, like how in Beast Wars, you know, like Optimus Prime would have to say Optimus Primal maximize, or like Megatron terrorize, like that was like the activation code, or like on Beast Machines, like I am transformed when they have to be in a Zen state at all times.
Yeah,
all right,
Beast Machines was a very.
I hated Beast Machine. I hated Beast Machines.
I am in the minority in that I loved the fact that they tried to tackle many themes like individualism versus collectivism, like
Holy shit.
an overabundance of technology over an overabundance of nature, like trying to find some sort of like happy middle ground on the planet Cybertron, which is the home world of the Transformers. Dealing like again,
there's no middle ground on this one.
Well, yeah, but no, like I gotta give him credit for that.
One of the kids from Mrs. Doubtfire. Okay.
Yeah.
That's a piece of trivia
yeah.
by DG Teeks. I don't know what he's talking about because I don't know what you're talking about. But that's fine.
No, I think
Keep
I
going,
think it's the kids from the Superhuman Samurai. I think one of the kids is from Mrs. Doubtfire.
Superhuman samurai. So if you're superhuman, do you need to be a samurai to add up on top of it?
Yes, you gotta add it in. That's in the 90s. In the 90s, whatever the show was. Sorry to interrupt. We'll go back to Beast Machines. But the one thing in the 90s, they always repeated what you did. It didn't matter what it is. So if the show is called Ghostbusters, we got to fucking say Ghostbusters like 50 times. Like Dragon Ball Z, that's all they said in the intro. That's all they said in it. It was just like Dragon Ball Z, and it just did that.
Don't I see you complain about the intro, the English intro of Dragon Ball Z, because in French that was horrible.
Oh, it's hilarious! I love that freaking.
Just fucking put an echo. You don't need to say Z repetitively like that. Yeah, fucking retard. Teenage Alien Fighter from Beverly. What the fuck is that?
Oh shit!
How many adjectives you need to put in a fucking title?
Yo, listen, they went wild back in the day. Remember Street Sharks? The Street Sharks. There's like these teenagers that turned into Street Sharks.
Yeah. Hey, wait,
they fight.
Stop
they fight.
They should remake the Miss Doubtfire. What do you think about it?
Oh, nowadays? No, they can't do that now.
No.
They could.
No, they couldn't
I cannot see Miss Doubtfire without Robin Williams. Like, Robin Williams can never, ever be replaced.
Yeah. I feel like that's the biggest hurdle. Maybe like Steve Carell. I don't know.
Oh, Steve Carell, that'd be something.
That he has potential, but again, no one can truly emulate the magic that was. Like, the one other thing that I remember growing up with, and you can say whatever you want, but I loved watching Pierce Brosnan as James Bond. Like when I discovered on the Crave
GoldenEye
service, GoldenEye, Tomorrow Never Dies is also up there because it features one of my absolute favorite actresses, Michelle Yeoh. Like, she's just badass. Like,
is she?
She is. Like,
I gotta see her.
She is so incredible in the Star Trek Discovery show, basically portraying, and this is the unique thing about her character, she portrays two different versions of the same character called Philippa Georgiou.
And she's bad at math. No, I'm kidding. Go on.
like in the so-called prime universe in Star Trek, she portrays just a simple Starfleet captain before Captain Kirk's time. But then her mirror universe, like the evil version, she's the Emperor of the Terran Empire, which is the complete antithesis to the Federation. Federation, cool. Diversity is cool. Terran Empire, anyone who's not human deserves to die. Like, she was the Emperor. Like, they didn't even use.
What about the cows? I like cheese. Why do you kill them?
Well. She certainly they don't even, and this is the thing, like, this is how badass she is, because like the fact that she's female, they would call her Empress, but they don't use Empress, they use Emperor because she's that badass. You know,
right?
So at least so now can you be with me on this, where like now you see they keep promoting like, okay, like let's say like Miss Marvel, it'd be like her hero, and then like all this freaking, like they keep pushing like oh shit, it's a Black Widow, and it's like it's a female lead. Like back in the day when Ripley was in Aliens, we never complained. We're like, yo, this is a badass freaking girl, just killing aliens. Back in the day, I used to watch Buffy the Vampire Slayer. She was roundhouse. She had martial arts skills out of nowhere, and she was she's a sorority girl, just fucking knows martial arts. I was like, yo, this girl's badass. I want to see her spin kick all day. But I don't know where this like, oh, we gotta freaking start pushing Wonder Woman, and she's like the first.
Or like how for example, like Carrie Fisher, who portrayed Princess Leia back in the day in the original Star Wars trilogy, like no one, like I, like for me personally, Princess Leia is the actual hero of Star Wars.
Because,
that makes me realize the importance of becoming a strong, independent lady.
No, she
her
level
woman like me, we feel empowered watching fucking Princess Leia.
No. Being legit here, like the strength of her character when she saw her own home planet being destroyed by the Death Star and having to lead the rebels in several different battles and having to deal with a whole host of other things. Like, no one could have ever imagined a character like her doing what she does. And Carrie Fisher just brings that that sincere vulnerability and that strength to that character.
Yeah.
To answer what your question is, I guess, you know, we're in a very interconnected world right now with how globalization has turned us out. You know, the fact that, you know, a film that is filmed in the United States can be very easily distributed around the world. So the fact that, like, this is how I see it, like, the fact that we're so interconnected, people want to see themselves represented in one way or another, either in terms of their own values being represented, or at least who they are as a person, like from where they're from. Like if they're from like Greece for me, or from Quebec, or from the rest of Canada. Like part of it is that, but part of it is how what could be considered the left on the political spectrum, or what people would say is the regressive left, is sort of pushing that diversity, inclusion, and equity narrative so hard. And that the second you deviate away from that, it's like you're canceled. It's like there's no, you know. Oh, what happened to?
Our internet fucked again.
Oh, fuck
internet.
Yeah. Like, that's why I'm like. I remember on the Oreo podcast, we're actually joking about it. We're like, they're like, I saw an article where they're like, oh, they want to make a female Indiana Jones, and I'm like, yeah, they have that. No. It's called Tomb Raider. It's called fucking Tomb Raider.
Yeah.
So what the fuck?
Or I think that issue came up. I think DJ Teeks made a very important point, like how they wanted to make a female James Bond. Well, it's not James Bond. It's like Jane Bond or something like that. Like
why?
if they wanted to have like someone who's not a white person, get Idris Elba, who's got the physical presence, the physicality, and all that.
Yeah, because it's weird. You know, DJ Cheeks is saying something about the what we call it, the new Charlie's Angels thing, and reason why it flopped. They tried to make it like, oh, it's girl power. Where back in the day, we're like, dude, it's girls doing their shit, kicking ass. I had no problem with it. I just went to theaters like, yo, I want to see.
The best example would be the female Ghostbusters, like that tank.
That was was garbage, but that was just garbage. It's like
the only saving grace from that film was Kate McKinnon being her normal, like just being her comedic self, and seeing any film that you see Chris Hemsworth in is bound to be a plus because he's Chris Hemsworth.
Yeah, and he couldn't save the movie. He couldn't save the Charlie's Angels.
You know why? Because he went from Thor and playing a total retard.
He's what?
He went full retard in this fucking movie.
Oh, okay. Well,
yeah, he's so dumb and inefficient that like the star power from like Hemsworth, you can't do anything with it.
Yeah.
I mean, it's just, I feel like they're just selling tickets. They're just looking at like whatever hashtag is trending, and they're like, let's make it happen into a movie and fucking make like $1 billion. And that's just what they don't give a shit about feminism or any of that. It's just capitalism at work. It's not even politics at work. It's just capitalism.
They're just like,
that's not helping at all, because like while we're fucking actually fighting amongst each other about whether Ghostbuster was a good movie or not, which it wasn't. Like real woman issues, like for example, in Saudi Arabia, in that kind of place, are stuff that remains to be done here. They're not addressed actually.
Did you guys see The Boys?
Oh, that was good.
There's a whole like season where they talk about like how like the female superheroes, they get together and that's what sells, and they have to look female and they have these little speeches. But then they have like real issues, and that's not addressed at all, because that doesn't interest the audience,
right?
I've actually not seen The Boys yet. Like I maybe seen the first episode, but I've yet to really get into that. But I've heard a lot of good things about it, like the acting and all that.
It's a fun show. It's a fun show, but I have a problem. There's a main like item in the show where I have a problem for.
It's the British accent.
Hey Mel. How are you, sweetheart?
It's not the British accent. I like every time I hear bollocks. Yeah, I'm down.
Australian, but okay.
Yeah. Was it bollocks? No, was it? Bollocks. No, it's bugger. What does he say?
Bugger.
Yeah,
he
bugger?
says bugger.
Yeah, it's bugger. Yeah, it's bugger.
Bloody bugger?
He's saying, I'm going to bug you or something like that. Yeah, he keeps... Yeah, no, there's an item in there. I'm like, I feel like it's like, you could tell it's like old school, like, comic book writing where it's like, like you know, it's like the spider bites Peter Parker and you're like, he's Spider-Man. But like there's something in there where I was like, they're like, oh, it's a secret item, and then I'm like, then you see it like in like popular places. You're like, no, dude, like if it's a secret item that the government's hiding, you wouldn't know it. You wouldn't know about it. But whatever.
My favorite part is when you have like, hey Olga.
Olga.
Yeah, there you
Hey,
go.
Olga.
Hey, Olga.
My favorite part in all that, it's when you have like Captain Super American that is masturbating angrily, like, and say, I can do whatever the fuck I want.
Yeah, I love that.
Homelander.
Fucking hilarious.
Homelander is my boy. Yo, you know what? You know what about Homelander? I like when he's looking on the phone. There's a scene where he's just by himself and he's looking on his phone and he's just going nuts. I love that. I was crying laughing. Like,
When
just, like,
people
look at this
are
phone.
like going against him because he just says the wrong thing every time he's on TV.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah. So he's reading all the comments and then he's all like freaking pissed off. He's like, "What the fuck?" Da, da, da. Then there's other times he's just laughing like, I'm like, "Oh
The
shit!"
worst
Dude, you're
possible
alone,
place.
like,
Yeah. Okay, do you remember when he
That laugh,
imagined
though.
like he's killing everybody, and I was like, oh, finally use his power,
Yeah.
finally,
Yeah.
but it was in his head, and I'm like, why you don't do that? You could actually.
Yo, it's crazy. I was
Yeah.
like, "Yo, that's." I liked Homelander. I like Homelander. Like, yeah, I don't want to ruin anything for you.
Yeah.
What are you saying, Victoria? Yeah.
I was
Yeah,
just gonna
can
say you
watch
should
it.
definitely watch it, Nick. Like
Okay.
it's very.
You should definitely watch. Yeah.
Okay.
So far, it's okay. So far, it's okay. It's a fun show. It's not gonna end like Game of Thrones. Like
No.
we're just like.
I know
just-
that. I know that the actor Carl Urban is in that show. That like, does he play like a good guy or a bad guy, or is he like in the middle in the gray?
I'm
Who's
horrible with.
Urban?
I'm horrible. Yeah, I'm horrible with
Yeah.
Hollywood.
Wait,
movies.
wait.
Who the guy again?
He's the Bollocks guy. He plays
Bollocks.
the hero, but he plays it like
Ooh.
it's like it's like killing him to be that masculine. Like
Oh, okay.
it's actually detrimental to him, but he's amazing and kick-ass and he fixes everything and he kills everyone, but it's like
Yeah, it's basically a show where the superhero are the bad guy.
yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like, bad
And
guys,
really,
but,
really
he's the
cool.
one fighting them and
Yeah.
he's just
Yeah.
a human being. So
but like everyone has like their stories. Like everybody has their reasons why they join the Seven, and then you find out about like other things. You know, there's a lot of connections. Right? It's kind of fun,
Mhm.
but like I said, like it won't. Once you watch it, I want to discuss that with you after.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah.
But it's what I like is so clever because it touch like marketing the way we do marketing nowadays and that kind of stuff.
yeah.
Yeah,
But without like shoving it down your throat, because every time there's a series trying to make a point like Mr. Robot, they like
Yeah.
shove it in your fucking face like the bad company. They bitch about capitalism and the main bad company is called E Corp or Evil Corp, which is
Yeah.
kind of fucking stupid.
sure. Evil Corp. It's not as bad as The Witcher. So here's the thing. I like The Witcher a little bit, like the certain episodes. But my problem was when I found out that the girl that designed the costumes for the bad guys, she said, "Oh, I wanted them to look like penises." I was like, "You're
What?
a fucking dumb bitch. You're a dumb bitch for that shit." When she did that shit, I was like, "You're a fucking idiot. Like, why would you do that?"
In The Witcher?
Yeah, like if you
Why
look at
would
The
you
Witcher,
want- Like,
yeah,
I
if you look at the
understand why you
costumes,
would
it's supposed
want
to be
to.
it's supposed to be a penis.
Yeah, I understand why you would want to identify the dicks, but that's putting the concept way too far.
Are they circumcised or no?
I was thinking it was too
can't-
extreme.
What bad guys?
Those are
No,
the
like,
dicks.
like the army that they're fighting, like like when the mages are fighting with the military that comes in with the
Oh,
Dark
yeah.
Knight, but all their armor, like you notice that the Dark Knight barely wears his armor, but the
Yeah.
rest of the military they wear this weird armor, but it's supposed to be like the girl straight says that if you look it up in interviews, it's supposed to be like penises,
Mm.
and I was like, that is dumb. That is
Yeah.
like, why would you? I don't like something that breaks immersion. Like you're like, oh, okay, you know what? I was gonna be a fucking asshole. I'm gonna break the fourth wall and just put something in there. It's like, no.
Yeah,
Leave
honestly,
it the
Yeah, honestly, I kind of lost my shit because I start watching it and I have difficulties to like take it seriously, and maybe it's because it's heroic fantasy and I'm kind of jaded of heroic fantasy for a while. But now it's just fucking stupid because you can see like you can identify the bad guy like that, right? It's like, yeah, those are the bad guys, obviously.
Yeah. I
They're
don't
all
want
wearing
to.
black and they do black magics, and there you go.
Kezia
God
said
Wow.
that her and Teeks are the power couple. Now they're Keeks.
Oh,
Having
nice.
rumors.
Keeks is
When the pandemic's over, we need to do like a double tag wrestling, like the first power couple against the other power couple and see.
Oh,
who
so
wins.
Mello versus Keeks.
Yeah, exactly.
Bring it on.
Oh
Alright.
shit! Okay, she's already ready. I thought she wasn't ready, but she's ready.
Hey, Olga, we're not only starting.
Oh fuck!
Always
What's going
fighting.
down, man?
No.
Olga, we're not only starting
That's the
rumors,
only
we're
time I'm
actually
ready for
promoting a
fight.
fight coming up. That's going to be
Oh,
fucking
so again,
awesome.
I could finally say this. I'll definitely be dropping the hammer, if you know what I mean.
Oh, you're so. I mean, you don't have to tell us
Bravo.
what you're gonna do, later on. You know what I mean? Just.
Oh God! Look at guys.
I had to do
The kitchen is like
So-
right beside my office. I got kitchen knives there, so it's gonna be.
So
very
we
interesting.
actually know who's gonna be the team of heel. That's going to be those two.
Mhm.
Yeah.
But
Yeah, because
they
they already
already
talking
win
about
by
it.
forfeit because
Exactly.
Oh,
What?
Kiki's out. Okay.
What the
Smart
hell?
move, girl. Smart
You're
move.
What happened?
Kiki-
Intimidation. That's what happened.
What
Yeah.
the fight?
Sheer intimidation. With
Shit. Yeah. Oh,
Talk
shit,
about
there it is.
hammers and-
Well, there's
Oh,
only one way to.
fuck you both up.
Well,
Oh,
there's
shit.
there's only one way to
Fuck
figure
you
that
both
out,
up.
and you
Bring it.
you know you're out. No,
Bring it.
bring
Okay.
it. Oh,
Bring
look at this. The balls on this guy.
Bring it. Shit talking.
you could take
Shit.
Teeks. You could take him.
Yeah, you
Yeah,
could do
you
it,
think?
Captain Yolo. But I'm gonna go for Teeks, but you could do it, Captain Yolo.
Yeah.
Like,
Like-
you can do
Like
it.
as a friend, I'll tell you, go. I believe in you. But as a guy with money, I would put my money on
I need more money, so yeah, I'm going with Teeks, man.
Yeah, for sure. I love you, man. I
love you, we love
really
you. I think
encourage you in your endeavor, which is
Yeah.
fucking up Tix. But
Yeah.
honestly, as a rational guy, I cannot side with you. I'm sorry. I have money in the. I have money in this.
That
Why
that
does
that
it walk for
that-
2 weeks and won't even take clothes enough to-
Joey,
Yes.
Joey, that would classify as biological warfare if you think of it.
Would
Yeah.
it? Or it could be like a Pokemon like battle. Like he's like the stinky type.
Can we get Claudio as the ring announcer who introduces everyone?
Shit.
And Morgan Freeman.
Morgan
Oh,
Freeman.
I
Okay.
would kill to see a fight between Nico and Tix, and you have like Claudio at the middle of the ring being like,
Oh, man.
"Way!"
You know what? We're gonna talk to Frank Jofo. We're gonna talk to Frank Jofo. I want Claudio as a ring announcer.
Yes.
For like their Jofo
Yes.
jam. So we're like, all right, guys, welcome to the Jofo. Oh shit, what are we doing today? Hey, what are you guys doing today? Hey.
Oh my god, that's exactly it, man. You have it.
Audio.
Oh my god, I wasn't ready.
Oh shit, man! God damn, man! Loser
Loser
pays
pay
lunch. Ooh.
Jesus Christ,
Your
can you
face-
imagine?
Next week,
Like,
5 p.m. outside Bassa is on. What day, girl? What day?
One day, one time.
What
what would be
day?
cool is we have one of the cashier from the bus side, and she's basically, whoever lose, pay for the sandwiches.
And then all the lights in the restaurant just turn red, and they're like, "Fight!" And then just start fighting, and then all the customers are like, "Yeah, we want blood.
The
We
guy
want
comes
blood."
unexpectedly.
Yeah, this
Why
guy.
waiting? There's no pole. Oh my god.
Loser gets a tackle from Jess. That's Jess that wrote this.
God,
Yeah, but
Yeah,
as
No,
a
no,
ring
no,
announcer,
no, no, no. Even better,
Things can
even
get
better.
crazy here.
Guys, even better. Jess
Yeah?
would throw RJ at the loser, and then RJ's just
Ah.
clawing at.
I love that.
she's like, "Kill him, RJ," and then
Oh.
RJ just like, "Fuck this," and he just leaves.
I'm free.
He just sleeps in the corner.
That's a good-looking cat, though. RJ's a good-looking cat. I like that. I like
Indeed.
RJ.
Yeah.
Yeah, he looks like a good cat.
RJ's blue eyes, like
Yeah.
they're just so gorgeous.
Yeah, they're majestic.
Yep.
But
And you
now I'm
should
trying to
definitely
figure
subscribe
out.
to our channel, RJ.
Yeah.
Yeah, nice. Oh, that's cool. And anybody that has an ant farm, please create accounts for every ant.
Everyone at
ant
your
farm, and then subscribe to our channel. We really need
Yeah.
it.
An ant
And all
farm?
of you. Olga said animal abuse.
Animal abuse. No, it's called Pokemon battles, man.
Yeah, there you go.
That's what it is. RJ, I choose you.
That's it. So like, it uses constipation.
Oh, that
not
requires
very
some big
effective.
laugh like Claudio or his ball actually trying to referee the match.
I can picture Claudio doing that.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
Claudio, say something Italian. What the fuck you want me to say? Not very effective.
Okay, Okay, yo, Peter. I have like the Pokemon like gym like battle theme from the original games in my head right now. It's so addictive.
Yeah, I love their OSTs. Actually, I was listening to Pokemon. What's it? Something
Red,
Pearl.
Blue, Yellow, or
no,
Diamond and Pearl.
Diamond and Pearl. There it is. Yeah, I was listening to some of the OSTs. I was like, oh shit, this is freaking awesome, man. Yo, Gapes is on fire today, man. What's going down?
Jesus
man?
Christ, Gapes.
Though,
honestly, I don't want to put pressure on the poor guy, but honestly,
yeah,
dude, you should start a podcast or something. You're so fucking funny. There's no way.
Yeah, you know the podcast coming because they're gonna force you like Captain Yolo.
Yeah, we fucking bullied Yolo, so you gotta believe we will.
No.
Yeah.
Although I like to think I came at this at my own free will upon considering all the facts. So there you go.
Oh, there you go. See.
Okay.
All the facts was get the fuck online. That was the facts.
We'll break.
As well to say this, I felt that if I hadn't started it, that Melanie wouldn't have been impressed and she would have broken up with me. So it's like no.
Oh,
you have to. You gotta do it for
peer
love.
pressure from. Oh, you get peer pressure from everywhere, man. God damn, man.
There you go. From me and Luigi, and from Mel's pussy.
Oh.
Why, Joey? Why would you do? There are guests.
Why not?
No, I'm not.
That's a question.
No.
No comment.
No sex for a month if you don't start a podcast. Can you imagine that? Fucking crazy that will be.
I told him to start a podcast. I got mad at him because he said no, like all the time. It took a while for me to convince him.
Yeah,
because
we tried.
I feel like he just like speaks so easily, and then when he starts in other people's podcasts, but like I told him you should maybe start your own, start your own.
By the way,
he's like, I don't think I don't have the will and I don't have like that's I don't think I'm made for this. Like I wasn't ready. Like but like
he has a good voice for podcasting.
I managed to convince him.
Well, actually, to say this about my own podcast, I already have one potential guest lined up in about a month or so time. She agreed to come on my show so that I could do an actual interview. So I'm happy that I already have that lined up.
She?
Yep.
Who is it?
I can't reveal who at this point because we haven't confirmed all the details. But don't worry, she's a good friend of mine and she is a local business owner as well.
Oh.
So yep.
Oh, what? That's
nice.
so cool.
That's pretty neat, actually.
Yep.
Shit, man.
Yep.
I like that.
I'm gonna start using my considerable network that I've built up over the last few years, especially the network that I've achieved from my involvement with, let's say, one of the fraternities at Concordia University, as well as my networking through all the student associations, like the CSU, for example. So, I'm going to start using that right now. Nico's being mysterious. Don't worry.
That's called marketing.
Yep, it's marketing. Yeah. I'm generating interest. I'm generating buzz.
That's it. Good. See what happens when you you say shit, man.
Yeah,
so if you don't start a podcast, you ain't getting none of this. Super effective.
There you go.
But as well, another thing that sort of, if I could just sort of say this about another thing that inspired me to start a podcast, or again, I don't like to use the word podcast. It's weird. It's I like to say show. Yeah. I remember reading a book last year. It was a book that I think I mentioned to Joey. Remember that book, Fortitude, American Resilience in the Era of Outrage, by that American Republican congressman with the eye patch?
Oh yeah, that guy.
Dan
Yeah, I
Crenshaw.
remember that.
Like
Yeah.
it was the guy Dan Crenshaw who got lampooned by Pete Davidson on SNL for saying he looks like a hitman in a porno. That guy.
Oh yeah,
That's
yeah.
Yeah, the guy with the eye patch. He said in his book that sort of gave me some life lessons. Like I actually have like the page opened in front of my desk in my bedroom, where it has like a sincere inspirational quote. Is like one of the things that he said is like, instead of just bitching and complaining, like why don't you actually be a part of the solution and actually talk about stuff? So it's like, you know what, I may as well use my show to sort of provide information, to provide awareness, instead of just bitching and complaining. Why don't I actually do something as well? So it's like I was kind of inspired by him, because he himself, that congressman, has like a very successful podcast on his own. Like he has the time to set one up as a sitting member of Congress. So it's like, hey, why not, right?
Right.
Yeah, but at the same time, that's a pretty good way to control the message, because when you have to deal with the media that's going to figure out a way to interpret what you're saying, and you have to defend like their interpretation or whatever, it kind of sucks. But when you have a podcast, you have a better way to directly say what you meant to say.
Yeah. Like that's why people like Joe Rogan are so successful, because it's not filtered, it's not edited, it's just raw. Like that's why a lot of people are like, why doesn't Joe Rogan moderate the presidential debate between Trump and Biden? There's no filter. He's just there
3 hours.
Just 3 hours. Offer them some weed beforehand. Imagine Trump and Biden.
That's not how the debate works.
I fucking love it though. I love it. You give them weed so they don't get aggressive.
Yeah.
And you just get them to talk with a bowl of chips, you know?
Yeah.
There you go. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, you just put a fondue, see what happens, man.
Yeah. There you go.
Yeah.
Like people that will be offended by that kind of stuff are going to die in 2 weeks anyway. So might as well cater for like younger people, like 40. You know, I don't know.
Oh, what, you think the vaccine's going to kill them?
I hope. No, I'm kidding. But they're starting to be fucking expensive on the healthcare, those old bastards.
Oh, son of a bitch, man.
Yeah.
God. Yeah, fucking shit, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's cool. That's fucking cool. Anybody getting a vaccine this week?
None of us, because we're not like 50s and plus. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
No,
I swear
because we're not
AC.
eligible?
I swear AC is going to get a, like one of our guests that was here.
Yeah.
on
AC
before-
Valente, I remember.
Yeah. He said he was going to get it this week, but I'm like, he's not a health worker.
Well, no, because I think he's a part of like the educational sector, because he said that he was a substitute teacher. So because of the fact that the schools themselves are a massive source of the spread of not just the regular coronavirus, but many of the variants that we're seeing, like what happened in Côte Saint Luc, for example, it would make sense that the teachers and everyone who's supporting the students, both like the teachers, substitute teachers, support staff, like the nurse, like it makes sense for them to get vaccinated so that we can nip. Like if I was offered to get it like tomorrow, I would get it tomorrow, because again, any protection is better than no protection. Like I had the coronavirus last August and it was not fun.
Yeah.
So
no, it is a fun. Yeah, it is a fun.
It's not fun. Like the person who gave it to me, she had 0 symptoms. She was completely asymptomatic. Me, I ended up getting the fever, the dry coughs, the difficulty breathing, the constant exhaustion. It was not fun. Like being forced to stay home.
Yeah.
That entire month.
Yeah.
My mental health by the end of that month was just like I was about to go nuts. Like
did they tell you that you had to get tested again? Because when they told me, they didn't tell me to get tested. Like they just said, okay, look, you're not contagious, but if you get tested again, apparently the test will read that you have it, but you don't have it. That's what they're.
Okay, so I had the symptom. I had all of those symptoms for a whole month. Like it took a whole month.
Oh, you had it for the whole month. Oh shit. Okay.
Yeah, mind. I had like mild symptoms of the coronavirus for the whole month, and it took having to bombard my body with vitamin C, with zinc, vitamin D, a whole crap ton of like lemon ginger tea, green tea, mountain sage tea from Greece with honey, and then I had, and this is like again the power of living in a neighborhood that is full of immigrants. I have like a Haitian neighbor right next to me that had all of the natural cures, like putting an egg and ginger juice and a whole host of other things.
Trust those concoctions.
Yeah, gin is really natural. You're right.
Like like putting all of that stuff together. Like it was disgusting stuff to drink. But it's like I pictured myself drinking Buckley's if I was like sick with a cold or a cough. Like I had to drink some really nasty stuff that she made for me, and like my parents had downstairs. And after that month, like I got tested for like the 3rd time at the Jewish General, and like that was my first negative test. Like I needed to have.
Oh my god!
Oh shit!
Oh, that's funny.
All right, I wasn't ready for that though.
That was funny. I'm hearing the pictures. I'm like, what the fuck are you talking about? No,
Hey,
don't drink that.
At least it helped. At least it helped. You know, after
voodoo,
all that. So it's like, yeah.
That's scary. Yeah. Oh, I mean, no, I'm glad you got better, but like,
it was not fun. It was
I'm sure it would have wiped out. I would have wiped out by itself. Yeah, it would have wiped out by itself. It's too weird because like I remember my buddies would get it. It was like all 5 of us had different symptoms, so it was weird. It was weird. Weird freaking time, man.
Yeah, but
sorry.
Yeah, no, it's just this whole issue with the coronavirus. It's like you're playing a game of Russian roulette. It's like for many people they don't have symptoms, but for others like myself, I ended up getting all of the symptoms in a very mild case, and it just took a whole month for me to fight it off effectively. So again, that's why we should still be taking we should be paying attention. We should be careful. I understand that a lot of us are exhausted beyond belief. Trust me, I get it. Like if Francois Legault wants to lock down the province one more time, well, let's actually see something happening. Like, let's actually see construction crews. Like, to hell with any bureaucratic red tape nonsense.
Yeah.
Start tearing apart the schools, rip out their what pathetic air filtration systems they have, and install top of the line, because that's where a lot of it is coming from.
Yeah.
Bulk buying vitamin C with zinc and vitamin D and give it to everyone across the province, because vitamin D especially is effective against it. So let's get that done. Make sure everyone has medical grade masks, not the toxic shit that they get to some of the schools, and actually intensify the vaccinations. And then after a month or so, Steph, thank you. Like, I can imagine she probably got one of her vaccines too, and I have many friends of mine in the United States.
Funny.
But it doesn't cost us anything.
I know.
So it's a better healthcare system.
I know.
There you go. We don't have
Do
a
they still pay
service,
for their
but we don't.
vaccines?
But yeah,
Like-
they don't pay.
Like many of my friends in the United States, like they go to like CVS or Walgreens and they get it. You know?
Yeah.
Oh wow.
That's freaking hilarious. But here's my thing though, because like now you got like, I don't mind. Obviously, the vaccine rollout in Canada is like weird.
I have both. Chinese widow for all of you guys, all right? So if you have a vaccine, you need 2 doses for it to work, and they're just giving away the first dose. How vaccinated are we, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely. No, but it's weird. See, like that's why in the Discord, I think Hellsam put on the thing where the black guy said he got like the vaccine. He's all like, freaking, I got all 5 companies. I'm like, get the fuck out of here.
What?
I love
That's not possible. That's not possible. That's not possible.
No, it was a joke. It was a joke.
It was a joke.
But
It was a skit. Like,
it was a skit, but I love that. That skit was amazing. He's all like, "Why be immune when you could be invincible?" Like, get the fuck out of here. Like, I love that.
He was doing a fucking Avengers theme thing, like with the stones,
yeah.
For good measure, I even put in myself like the bleach with all the vaccine, some bleach, some Lysol.
Oh shit! God
damn!
damn.
I have all of them.
You're all no, but that's the thing though, because like if you look at Jess, look at Jess, like you see her Instagrams. Australia did like a hard lockdown. They did a one hard lockdown, and then these guys are like out stadium shows and at comedy shows. They're chilling. So I'm like, okay, and this is without vaccines. So it's like, I'm like, okay, go like pick one. Just pick one. Like if you're gonna do a lockdown, actually do a lockdown. Don't be like, okay, we're gonna lock down, but the schools and you know ass fucking whatever. Like just fucking shut it all down. Yeah. Then open it up. But don't be.
You know what's the safest place is for me to be alone at home, and the second safest place for me to be is outside. So I don't understand why they're keeping me from going outside. You know? It doesn't make any sense. And then meanwhile, people are still working in factories. They're still working in warehouses. Like, that's safe. People are going to school.
Yeah, no, I'm not even.
No,
I'm not even gonna lie. Like us going to work, I'm like, this is just dumb. Like me going to work is just, it was just stupid. It was like I'm in a factory. Things like, yeah, okay, to check your temperature. That doesn't prove anything. Like it's like no, just shut it all down. You don't need.
Another thing that doesn't make any sense whatsoever, and I'm just not understanding our policymakers at all, is like, this is an illness. A thing that could help us out a lot is if they actually got their fucking heads out of their fucking asses. Pardon my saying this, but this is something that I've been livid about. Get us 10 to 14 days of paid sick leave.
Yeah.
That would have helped a lot. Like I heard many cases of many of the McDonald's across Montreal being shut down because one person who was sick with the coronavirus had to go to work, and we all know how much assholes like they could be. Like the second
they had to go to work.
They were supposed to get the 15 days of sick leave for corona.
Yeah.
The nurse
like
gives
the government pays it,
and the paper you give it to your employer, and the employer gets paid by the government for those days off. You're supposed to get time off.
You're supposed to get time off.
But a lot of companies, they choose not to let their workers do that.
Well, that's the thing.
You could do that, or you call the government. You just stay home. If you have the positive test, you shouldn't be going to work.
Well, even for me, when I got the positive test, like I sent that to my employer, and I said I need some unpaid. Like, unfortunately, my sick leave was unpaid because I've been working from home this entire time. It's not that I didn't catch it from the office. So, again, that was what was killing me that whole month. The fact that I wasn't working or being productive in any way, shape, or form.
I don't want to depress you, but not that one. That one. There you go.
Yeah. That's it.
54,000.
She's in Australia.
Well, like over 25% vaccinated, but again, don't forget it's just the first dose, so I kind of manage my enthusiasm about the whole thing.
Shit.
Yeah.
Unfortunately,
that's my boy T.
Bye,
Oh,
Steph.
Bye, Steph.
Bye, Steph.
Bye, Steph.
Bye-bye.
Look at this. Look, just freaking funny.
Bon appetit. Or bon provençal.
I think the world is flat, and Tupac is alive.
Who the fuck said that?
DJ Teeks.
I hope he doesn't get corona.
I think corona is a lie and the world is flat and Tupac is alive. Yeah, and he's being protected by Bruce Lee and Andy Kaufman is telling jokes.
No, Tupac's in Cuba. He's in Cuba now.
He's in Cuba now. Okay, why?
What is he doing there?
Why Cuba?
Why Cuba? You never heard that? It's Tupac in Cuba?
I thought he was on a secret island.
I'm not really that big on conspiracy theory, so.
Truth-seeking,
sorry.
No, yeah, it's downright. Oh, yo, that guy got vexed when I called it. When I called it conspiracy theory, this guy got freaking angry.
It's truth-seeking.
It's truth-seeking. I'm like, okay, all right. So the conspiracy.
You mean like a scientist? That fucking guy, such a fucking imbecile.
Oh man, yeah, I love it. I love it. It's cool. It's just it's weird because when you hear the conspiracy guys, Kiki.
Yeah, bye Kiki.
Bye Kiki.
Bye.
Oh shit. Oh, so you okay? All right, Olga. They still sell Tupac and Biggie's T-shirts, but somebody's getting the money, and it's them from Cuba. No,
their estate.
Their estate. No, it's weird because what was I talking about again? I forgot what I was
Tupac.
Tupac. No, it wasn't Tupac.
Cuba.
Jesus
Cuba.
Christ. Tupac.
Then you were talking about the truth seekers.
Oh, what's going on?
Truth seekers. Yes, I was talking about conspiracy theories and like the COVID thing because they pretty much say the lizard guy like David Icke would pretty much say okay, they're gonna have multiple lockdowns and more restrictions and then now we're kind of seeing it. We're seeing it here, but we're not really seeing it in the States. So it's like, but that's where the conspiracy people are like, oh, the government's trying to get us. Like I have buddies that actually believe like the government's just gonna chip us right now. But it's weird because people will be like, oh, I got Wi-Fi as a joke, and it's like, okay, but
this is our microchip right here. This is our microchip right here, folks.
Yeah.
We are already microchipped with this, with the constant oversharing and everything.
And your bank card.
Oh, if it's true, it's fucking hilarious. Look at that.
I heard about that.
Oh shit!
I heard about that. Yeah,
made me laugh so much because I'm like, that made me laugh so much because the sheer audacity and hypocrisy of these leaders to monetize off of a movement that is attempting to provide some sense of racial justice to people yet they're monetizing, and they say that they're so-called Marxists. Like, why don't you distribute the wealth to the people you're fighting for?
But
and
here's-
get them,
all
but here's the thing. But
fucking do that. They
Yeah,
all do
they all
that.
do- yeah, 'cause-
Everybody.
No, 'cause my problem was, okay, here's the thing. I don't mind if you want to like if you want to do like, okay, it's BLM to, but it didn't stick on just BLM. It started going like, first the agenda was, oh, we got to stop this Black Lives Matter, and then it just went on to like it just went on like a different like marketing scheme. So it was like, then it was like, oh, we had to do the LGBTQ thing. We
The
got
intersectionality.
so I'm like, wait, guys, are you talking about BLM? Are you talking about BLM? Are you on one thing, or are you just doing anything? Like, what the fuck? What's the plan here? Like, there's no plan. Everybody's just like all over the place. I'm like, fuck this, man. I'm not even.
Yeah,
I'm not even about it.
All right. So I would argue power to nobody, but more importantly to our viewers. So I can see that everybody's going to bed. So I'll call it a quit, guys. So Nikos and Mel, do you have anything to add before we end this?
Yeah, actually. So in 2 days is my birthday, and so I have a late night segment at 10 p.m. It's gonna be my birthday.
I know I
so
should
I
be
hope you guys will
asking
join.
that. I know I shouldn't be asking that, but I'll ask anyway because I'm me. How old are you gonna be?
29.
Okay,
What?
so that's fine.
Mhm.
You got
I
your
have
life
no
so
joke on that.
together.
Another year to go.
Oh, you guys,
So-
look at you guys.
So, all right, folks. So, if we want to find both of you, where do we go?
Well, you can find me on
Power to
Instagram at Rio
voodoo.
Delight. So I have my late night segment. I also the Montreal 101 show will be back Monday,
Hey.
May 3rd at 7 p.m. And I'm gonna have none other than PJ Savage. So I am really, really, really excited for this.
That's cool.
Who's PJ Savage?
Yeah.
Who's PJ
He was on
Savage?
Joyful in the Ring. He was on Joyful in the Ring.
Okay,
He's a wrestler.
All right.
Yep.
All right. So, in terms of podcasting, Victoria, what you have going on this week?
So I'm gonna be doing quiz whores on Tuesday. Me and Thompson. We're gonna find out what kind of party guest I am and what kind of princess Tom is. And then there's gonna be a movie trivia night. I'm not sure yet which one we're gonna be doing, but you can go on the Victoria and Claudio's movie trivia night Facebook group and vote for your favorite director. And that's it. That's it for me.
All right. So,
for
Peter,
me-
for Rapid Flame. Sorry, Nico, we have to close this. For
Yeah, we're gonna throw it down for you too, Nico.
Yeah.
No, so pretty much, Rapid Flames Saturday. What time? God knows. Freaking no,
I can
Whatever.
feel the
You guys never
organization
know.
between you two.
I'll agree with that
son-
statement.
Apashango.
the son of a bitch, man. But you can check us out on Spotify and iTunes, and yes, and then Oreo Snack Podcast every Friday night at 8:00. It's me, Dale.
It's a good podcast.
Yeah, the Dale, and it's fun. Now Dale's been putting on more sections, so we have 21 questions. We might start adding people to it, so it's pretty much. And then we're trying to find a slogan. Like I didn't know what slogan we could use. I straight said like "get double stuffed," but I think it's just more sexual innuendos.
Oh, I like
So,
that.
I like that.
I like that.
I like that.
We want sexual innuendos. So for the Dirty Four, tomorrow we have the Dirty Sunshines with Jeff Denome. Jeff Denome is a comedian. He's also a producer and host of Humour GHB, which is a dark, violent comedy night at
Nice.
L'Abreuvoir. It's not too far from Le Bordel, by the way. So it's tomorrow night, 7:30, right before the Jofos. On Wednesday, yes. What's up, man?
No, I'm just saying peace to everybody in the chat.
Jesus
Yeah.
Christ! I thought you were
No.
Does he have something to
Wednesday
say?
night, with Nikos, we have the Quick and Dirty. So yeah, all right. So it's around 10 p.m. and you're gonna hear Nikos saying smart things while I'm nodding the head and thinking in my head, yeah, how do we go back like in the states of hunter gatherers? So and Saturday, I'll be receiving for the Saturday afternoon podcast Asher Ahmed, Ash the One. For next Sunday, who is anybody of you remember who's gonna be the fucking guest?
It's gonna be a guy. It's gonna be a guy or a girl.
I think Joey,
Okay,
you were making the
That-
schedule.
Wait. I think I remember I've booked somebody, but I don't remember who because I'm a retard.
While you're looking, Nick, do you have anything special you want to plug? Any Instagram?
True.
Captain Yolo.
Any bitches you want to talk about?
Yes.
No, because I am very faithful to Melanie. Thank you very much. Secondly, you can find me on
See, Peter, you don't say bitches, you
562.
say clams. All right, go on.
Clams?
Captain
Oh, no,
Yolo
that sounds...
562 on Instagram, and on May 1st at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, it will be my next episode of my show, The Adventures of Captain Yolo. I will be discussing some of the upcoming Star Wars stuff coming up, because on May 4th, that is Star Wars Day, so I have that going on right now, as well as, of course, my new thing, Quick and Dirty with Joey.
There you go. So, by the way, for those who are still there, don't forget to share, subscribe, and like what you saw, so we don't get sick and tired of what the fuck we're doing. And to that, I'll say you, fuck you, thank you, bye.